You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Hey Tony, drop that. What bass?
I bet. Dr. Dre in the place to be. Co-rockin' shit with my homeboy Steve. After Roadium, get stupid dumb. Yo, don't think that you can get none of Dre. The motherfucking doctor, the bitch hopper, the sucker motherfucking stopper. I'm fucked up, so don't mind what I'm saying. I'm just kicking it, but Steve, Tony, A, and Susan, yo, we be choosing dope shit to put in a mix. Know what I'm saying? We kick shit like and that's a fact. And if your shit ain't in the mix, you know it's whack, and that ain't no bullshit. I'm kicking facts on a serious tip. Word up, Dr. Dre's in full effect doing serious damage, boy.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Rhodium Radio episode 182. Just 18 more episodes and we'll be at 200. So haven't figured out what I'm going to do just yet for my 200th episode. I didn't think I would be here that long, but you know what? It's made possible by you guys that have subscribed, you guys that have tuned in, you guys that show up on the live chat, you guys that talk crap, you guys that don't talk crap, you guys that like or dislike this, whatever, it doesn't matter. You guys are here and I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys actually make it fun when you talk all that crap on the live chat. It truly is fun. So make sure you guys keep that up. Other than that, once again, I made a couple of more bookings. Continue to submit your music to rhodiumradio@gmail.com for those of you that want to appear. I'm going to give eventually everyone an opportunity, but the ones that are going to come first, I'm going to tell you right now, are the ones that submit their music, that have more than one song, videos, and at least a short bio. When you give me those three, I put you at the top of the list, okay? Once again, just give me time and I'll fit all you guys in there. Make yourself a short bio, not just for Roadium Radio, but for anyone. If a record label is interested in you guys, they're gonna wanna see some type of bio on you guys. So go ahead and do that. And Freaky Tales will be on this Friday with a very special guest, so you guys are not gonna wanna miss that. That's what we talk about, ghost story, spooky type of shit. So other than that, DOCUMIXERY for those of you that wanna buy hats, for those of you that wanna buy shirts, hoodies, tank tops, whatever, documixery.com for downloads as well, for CDs, for whatever. I will have a little bit more details for Mr. D's first meet and greet coming August 14th. As of right now, that's the date, and I believe it's in Southgate. So for those of you that live around, you guys want to meet Mr. D, meet and greet. He's gonna have posters, glossies, and CDs, and shirts as well. So I'm not giving away any prices. You're gonna have to show up. If you guys want to buy some, bring cash, okay? So other than that, I'll give the details on the address soon. But without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very special guest of the night, Young Blaccs. How you doing, Young Blaccs?
Man, I'm doing great. Tony, how you doing?
Bro, I'm blessed, bro. You know what? Every time I wake up, if you're awake, you're blessed.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt that. Yeah,
You know,
sure.
I've always said this, and somebody took this as disrespectful, but I don't know why. As long as I'm not dead, in jail, or in the hospital, I'm blessed, bro.
Blessed. Hell yeah.
So,
I feel that 100.
Now, I already know the answer, but I need to ask you, okay? Young Blaccs. Why the Blaccs?
Because growing up, my mom called me Negro.
Of course.
So then from there, my homies call me Blackie. You know what I mean? So from Blackie, I just turned it to Blaccs. You feel me?
Right.
Blaccs.
You know, I'm glad you're sharing that, because I know within, Hispanic or Latinos, I don't know what word to use today, because when I use Hispanics, it offends people. When I use Latinos, it offends people. So
Yeah.
I'll just say Latinos, get pissed off if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. When, if you're dark, many times in a Latino family, they're going to call you negro.
Yeah,
That's
no
just
doubt.
the way it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the Nigger word. It doesn't mean that to us.
No doubt.
Because a lot of my black friends used to come over and would see my other friends, and we used to call them negro, and they were like, hey, how come you call him that?
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that.
Right.
It just means dark.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So, Young Blacks. So it's called you Little Blackie?
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. You know, it's kind of like, what was it, Mr. Shadow? He said he called him Shadow because he was dark like a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So we all comes in different shapes and sizes and colors.
No doubt. No doubt.
So how you doing today, man? I know you told me you went to go work out today. Today was
Yeah,
cardio?
man, you know, shit, man. Your boy started gaining so much damn weight, you know. So I was like, I need to start, losing some weight and shit. So I think I'm on like my 3rd day, eating good. Hit the gym today. It was cardio today. You feel
Right.
me? Tomorrow about to lift some weights, you know. But before we keep going, I wanted to give a shout out to everybody in those comments, you know what I'm saying? All the OGs in there talking shit. You know
Right. All the OGs with fake pages.
Yeah. They be having me rolling in that motherfucker, man. But shout out to you, all y'all. But yeah, man, shit, man, I'm like, what, maybe 210 right now?
Okay, what are you trying to get to?
At least like 175.
175. It shouldn't be that hard, man.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. As long as I eat good and I'm at the gym, 5 days a week at least.
Look, I'm gonna tell you how I helped somebody out one time.
Yeah.
And it worked. It really, really worked. And I'm gonna encourage you guys, but this is the hardest part. Quit drinking.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely. That alcohol, man. Because then, like, beer has a lot of carbs.
Yes.
Some alcohol has a lot of sugar.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I have a drinking problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I admit that shit. I love Hennessy. And Hennessy has a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely
true.
need to stop drinking.
That's true, man. So that way in your next video, you can take off your shirt.
You know what I'm
can
saying?
Flex, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I got pictures when I was actually cut up and stuff. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope,
I was
man.
actually like fit before.
That's
so I
dope.
know what it takes to actually get there. You
get there, 'cause you've been there.
It's a lot of work, though.
And you know what?
Dedication.
That should encourage and inspire others to do the same. Because I know a lot of dudes are like, fuck it. Fat Joe didn't lose no weight. Big Pun didn't lose no weight.
Hey, they eventually did, though.
Yeah.
Fat Joe eventually lost
Right.
some weight. You feel
Right.
me? Yeah.
So, how was the drive coming over here, man? I'm not sure how far you came.
It wasn't that bad. It was about maybe like a good 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't live like all the way in Egypt, right?
No, I don't
Okay.
live that far from here. You know what I'm saying? I actually used to stay in San Pedro growing up on 12th and Gaffey, I think it was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I used to be right there all the time. Yeah, it was actually nice living right there in Pedro. For a while.
How many years were you there for?
Shit, man. Like, say about like a year or two.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. And then you got the ports of call and all that
Of course.
shit. Yeah.
Wow, you lived right here in the harbor area for a minute.
Yeah, for sure. I've been everywhere. Me and my family moved around a lot as a kid because, financial issues and stuff.
Right.
So we used to be all over the place, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lived in a bunch of cities.
That'll work, man. You know what? I usually like to ask my guests these type of questions to kind of get a feel for them, as far as what shaped it and molded them as far as music is concerned. Growing up, what type of music would you say your parents would play at home?
So I was born in New York, right? New York, it's a bunch of mixtures of, different cultures. You got Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Italians, Mexicans, right? So my parents would only listen to like cumbia and Mexican music. They would have merengue, salsa, bachata. It was just a whole different kind of music. So to this day, they're the reason why I like all that music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I grew up to all that.
Okay, you just shocked me and probably shocked a lot of people right now by saying you were born in New York.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do you tell people, a lot of people?
Yeah, I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that because that's where I was born. That's where my parents were. Because my mom moved out there and then she had me when she was like 17, I think it was. She was born in 1973. So I know, yeah. So she had me when she was like 17. A lot of good memories over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of New York?
Queens.
Wow.
Yeah, Queens. We're from Queens.
Now, what would make her, a Mexican woman, move out there?
My pops.
Okay.
My pops that took off, and because his older sister and brother, they had moved out to New York. They moved from Mexico, and I don't know how the hell they crossed all the way to New York. That's where they ended up. So then my pops ended up taking off, and he brought her with him.
Wow.
So then they ended up way over there in the East Coast. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. The reason why I say that is because, growing up, and I shared this with Jay Bliss when he was here the other day.
Yeah.
growing up, here's what we always heard about New York. Okay, blacks, Puerto Ricans, Jews, and Italians. We hardly ever heard outside of Puerto Ricans, Latinos, okay? Within the last few years, the last couple of times that I've gone out there, I've seen a lot of Raza out there, bro. Like a lot. Especially, my boy stays in Harlem. We came down his apartment, and I looked across the street, and I saw this big, gigantic Mexican flag in front of a carniceria. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, so I said, hey, bro, like, you guys have, like, Mexican markets here? And he looked, he goes, yeah, I guess so. That's not an Italian flag? And I was like, no, it's not no damn Italian flag.
Yeah.
So we went in there and we bought some stuff. He didn't even know that existed. The whole time he thought it was an Italian, store. South Philly, same thing. A lot of raza out there. Right there on South Philly, there's a place. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but they said nothing but birria tacos. Man, it's amazing. New Jersey, a place called in Jackson and Lakewood, New Jersey, all raza over there.
Right.
So we're like pretty much everywhere now, bro.
Yeah.
So when you said New York, it kind of tripped me out. Like,
Right.
oh shit, I'm meeting a bunch of raza that's coming over here. I meet guys that all the time. Oh, I grew up in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what my parents used to tell me, that when they went over there wasn't many Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? So
do you go back and visit at all? Or do you still
I
have
haven't
family?
been back in a couple years. I mean, the last time I went over there, I was about 13, maybe 14. I went for my cousin's quinceañera.
You guys had a quinceañera out there?
Yeah, we had a quinceañera out there, man. It was crazy. It was pretty dope. Definitely something different from LA, I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because over there you have like different kinds of foods, like here too, you know what I'm saying? But over there, you're going to run into Puerto Rican food, Colombian food, you know what I'm saying? And out here, I don't really know many spots that you could go to that have that.
They have
you feel what I'm saying?
Because it's pretty much predominantly Mexican foods out here.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So when you're not in the gym and you're not working on music, what do you usually like to do for fun, man? Do you watch a lot of TV at all?
You know what? Shit, man. Like I lose interest in TV real quick.
Okay.
So usually what I do is either I'm just chilling with the fam or I'm writing music. If I'm not writing music, then you'll catch me on the PS5, maybe playing some Call of Duty or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Okay, because let me ask you this question, and then I'll tell you what I'm about to tell you. Do you listen at all to the radio?
Half and half.
Okay.
Sometimes I listen just to tap in and see what came out.
Okay.
I get tired of it quick though, so I just usually go to Spotify and just look up what I want to listen to.
See, that's what
I'm
most
saying?
people do now.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I asked that is because most people that I interviewed here have told me they no longer listen to radio.
Yeah.
Like they'll have their Spotify, or they'll have their music already on their phone, or here's what they'll say: I don't even watch TV anymore. I just watch YouTube. I've gone to friends' house with their kids. Don't watch TV. Like they'll have Direct TV, they'll have all the HBOs, all the Showtimes, and they'll watch two things: YouTube or Netflix. And that's pretty much it. So I have Direct TV. I have a big ass screen TV.
Yeah.
It's like an A.DA and Sony, okay? I have all the channels and I never turn on Direct TV. And I was thinking to myself today,
Same thing as me.
I'm like, what? Why do I even have this shit?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking about too the other day, because usually I stream. So I'll be like on Hulu or you ever checked out Tubi? Tubi's actually pretty dope
A lot
because
of
it
people
has
told me.
those old school movies, you know what I'm saying? The shit
Okay.
that back in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, they have all those movies on there.
Okay.
So I usually go to Tubi because I like the old stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
These new movies, you know what I mean?
Why is that? What is it about these new movies that you're attracted more to, like the old school films?
Man, I would just say the graphics. Sometimes it's just like too much. Like for example, I was just talking to my boy Hood Coach. Shout out Hood Coach. I was talking to him about Space Jam. You know what I mean? And I was kind of like, about Space Jam. It was cool. LeBron was in there, whatnot. But I'm saying the old school one with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like that one was more better. You know what I'm saying? This one they had all this extra jumping around and flipping, and some fool has water while he's playing basketball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of off for me. You feel me?
Well, let me ask you this: as far as movies are concerned, so you would say that you prefer more like the old school shit than?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Old school gangster shit. You feel me? I like a lot of gangster movies. You feel me?
Exactly.
Italian, Mexican, whatever. You know, all that.
Same here. Now, have you ever seen a remake that is better than the original?
That's a good one. No, I don't think so. to be honest.
But yet they continue to make remakes.
Yeah, maybe for this newer generation, you feel me?
Right.
For these younger ones coming up right now, like my son, for example, he's 15. He's about to be 16.
Okay.
So maybe for them, you feel me? Like
Right.
they look at things different from us. You know what I'm saying?
Now, here's what I want to narrow it down to. We have more technology today, more special effects.
Yeah.
We just have more in general of everything than what we had growing up.
Right.
And yet they're remaking the movies that when we had less.
Yeah.
And
Like I don't think I'd be able to watch like a Blood In, Blood Out Part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or a Menace to Society Part 2. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
La Bamba Part 2.
Exactly.
You know,
Like I
so-
don't think I'd be able to watch that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know they're going to remake Scarface.
Again? Didn't they remastered it, right, or something like that?
Yeah, I think they just added like some deleted scenes. Or
Right,
some shit
right,
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
No, but remake the movie.
Remake the whole thing.
Like
a new
from-
Al Pacino and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
See what I'm saying? Like, you know how I felt? Okay, one of my favorite, if not the favorite, gangster movie for me was Carlitos Way.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a badass movie.
Did you see the prequel?
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
I watched maybe like a quarter of it and I turned it off.
Yeah.
I just.
I mean, I
like
saw-
I said, I lose interest fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know why all this old school stuff like it grabs my attention till this day. You know, when I'm watching Menace to Society again, it's like watching it all over again.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I get
Yes.
excited, like, oh shit, look, this part right here is about to come on. You know what I'm saying? He's about to shoot the Chino in the head. You know what I mean? So
That was a
I get
dope
excited
scene, though.
over that
Of course,
shit. You know? I
of
get
course.
excited over that shit. That
And then
shit
they go
still
around showing
excites
out the fucking videotape.
yeah.
Now I'm gonna say something.
$59.99.
I'm gonna say something. I said it before, but I
Yeah.
don't go around saying it because it never happened. I was supposed to be in that movie. Like I legit was supposed to be in that movie, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I just didn't show up.
What? Damn,
Yeah.
that's a fucking classic.
I fucked up a lot when I was younger. I was like 22 when they asked me to be in it. They gave me the script and everything, just a small little role. Remember the part where the guy goes gets the license plates switched up, and the guy comes in and goes, "Hey, your car's ready," and he's back there.
The
and he's
Mustang?
yes.
Yeah.
And he's looking at it. That
Yeah,
was
no
the part
doubt.
that I was supposed to have. Okay?
Oh shit, no doubt.
Yeah.
Damn,
So-
that's crazy.
They hit me up because you're gonna be able to make it. So, yeah. I was doing beats and I totally forgot, and I just figured out maybe I'll call him back and we'll do it again.
That's crazy. You know what? That's some crazy shit. Y'all trip out on that shit? I'm tripping out on that shit.
No, dude, you can ask Alan and Albert, the directors, whenever you see them, and they'll tell you that it's true. I just didn't show up. I got booked to do a lot of stuff out of the country, like Australia, Canada, Germany, and Japan. And you know what I said? How long is the flight? Oh, 13 hours. Nah, I'm not going. I passed up a lot of shit, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
And let me encourage artists today like yourself.
Yeah.
If those opportunities come by, do not pass them up, because I thought they would come back around.
Yeah.
And they didn't, bro.
That's why I'm here today. You feel
Yes.
me?
Yes.
It's a blessing, so I gotta take
Yeah.
it. You feel me?
Promote yourself until it pays off.
No doubt.
Keep going forward, bro. Fuck what anybody says. That dude again, don't fucking worry about it. Don't support me then.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
No doubt.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah. Haters gonna hate regardless. You feel me?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Cheers to that. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers, everybody in the live chat. So now let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, what was your first memories of rap? Do you remember what songs you were the first songs you ever listened to that were rap orientated? Again, mine has always been Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
I was in 6th grade. Do you remember what grade you were in when you first got hipped to rap
I said
music?
about 5th, 6th grade.
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
remember
'cause
what that was?
It was a lot of East Coast at first, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually wanted to touch back with my roots. Even if you, like to this day, if you ask the homeboys that I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you like, man, that fool he used to dress different. He used to do different things, you feel me? Like
Right.
I just stood out a little different or thought a little different than them, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I touched first with like the East Coast rap since that's where I was from, you feel me? So I went
Okay.
with like Big Pun, Nas, Wu-Tang, all that. And then when I really got into rap, I remember I got into it with Eminem. When Eminem first dropped that first album.
Right. That's for a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, man, that Guilty Conscience, I used to bump that all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? That Guilty Conscience, just, I don't know, something about it used to grab my attention.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to ask you. What do you think it was about him, man, that captivated you? That
That he didn't give a fuck. That's what I think I liked. You know, as a kid, he didn't care what anybody said. Or, you know, look at this punk ass white boy that was probably saying he wouldn't care. So what? I'm still doing what I do.
I'm still doing me.
Yeah, exactly.
See, you said it. He didn't give a fuck. So for me, when N.W.A. came out, that's how we felt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
They were like, fuck the police.
Yeah. And nobody was saying that, right?
No one.
Yeah.
Look, we had people that would cuss every once in a while and say fuck, you know, or bitch. And that's like every other song.
Right.
But these guys literally like came out and just said, fuck the police, coming straight from the underground.
Yeah.
You know, and they were saying what the streets were feeling.
Right.
You know, and they put it on vinyl and it went out. And put it this way. They touched the world and didn't really have airplay. Boys in the Hood was a single. Then after that, the next one was a song called Radio, which they left all curse words out. But all their biggest hits were like "Fuck the Police," "Easier Said Than Done," etc. And they didn't have a lot of airplay unless, you know, the radio themselves would just rewind a certain word. If it said "fuck," then they would just rewind it so they could actually play their songs.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's kind of like that song "No Vaseline."
Right.
People play it on the radio, but every other word is reversed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, who wants to hear, you know, that song like that reversed every other fuck every time?
Yeah. Pretty much like trying to scratch out the cuss words. And
Exactly,
stuff, right?
bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I always back in the days, what we used to do, we used to make a clean version and then a radio, a dirty version, then a radio version.
Right.
They didn't give a fuck, bro. We're just gonna release this shit
Like that.
You like that?
No fucking clean version.
And so
that.
I'm glad that you said that about Eminem because there's a lot of people that felt that way. I mean, my son, he's not a rapper, but he felt that way about Eminem. So now let me ask you this because I like to ask this question. When it comes to the movies, you have 8 Mile. You seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. You seen Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Did you see Notorious?
The
Biggie movie?
I have watched it. Yeah.
Did you see what was it? Was it All Eyes on Me?
Yeah.
Okay. The movie, and then there's Straight Outta Compton. You see that one?
Yeah.
Out of those 5, which one would you say the one you like the most?
Can I pick 2?
Give me your first one, but it's got to be in a row.
It would have to be 8 Mile for sure.
Okay, 8 Mile.
And then from 8 Mile, it would go to N.W.A.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, see, like me being a older cat, bro, it would have to be like N.W.A. Then I'd probably say Get Rich or Die Trying. Then I'd probably say Notorious.
They were all dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Then
all
I
dope.
say 8. And then I say the Tupac movie, because I thought the Tupac movie was booty. I didn't like that movie at all.
You know what? I think the reason why I said 8 Mile first is because I relate to a lot of how Eminem was living as a youngster. You feel me? So a lot of that like gets my attention because it's like, damn, I remember doing that shit, or I remember like being that broke. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah. So that's why I think that grabbed more of my attention out that movie. You feel
Right.
me? So I like that movie a little. It grabs my eyes more than anything because they show a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they're rolling in that bucket, you feel me?
We've all had fucking buckets.
Yeah. All of
I
them.
had a car that wouldn't reverse. I had to open the door and scoot back. Scoot that motherfucker back.
That's funny, bro.
Like, seriously, that motherfucker didn't have a reverse. And I actually learned how to drive with a crack car. Crack car. Like, I remember this crack kid come by.
Me too.
Gave him a 20. Took off. Fucking went to Kmart parking lot, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to learn how to drive and shit.
Yeah, Paisano helped me. You know, a little Paisano from Mexico. He used to drive a little Honda. I was maybe like, 11, maybe 12 when I drove my first car. And he used to let me drive it all the time. So then that's how I learned at a young age.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be dipping his car and shit.
Yeah, see, and back then, we didn't fucking use seatbelts.
Yeah.
You know. Today, you got to buckle up.
Yeah.
But
I still don't buckle up, but you know.
So let me ask you this: around what age would you say you actually decided to take this rap thing serious? When did you start writing?
That's cool that you asked that. I was like about 11 or 12, and it was that Puff Daddy song that he remixed himself. That Don't Push Beat, cause
Oh,
close.
okay.
So I remember he remixed it, and I had a homeboy. He wanted to make a song for the neighborhood, and so we ended up getting down to writing it, and I wrote to that beat. And I remember I wrote my first verse. It was about 12. I was about 12, 11, 12, around there. I wrote my first verse. And It sucked. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I don't even really remember what I said, but
Did you record yourself, or did you just read it and rapped it?
yeah, I just read it and rapped it because we didn't have access to a studio at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We were young as fuck too, so we didn't really have. And those times, it was kind of rare to have somebody or know somebody that had a studio.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Around what year was this, would you say?
Shit, like 2002,
Okay.
2001.
Okay, 2000, 2001. Do you remember when you first recorded yourself and you heard yourself? It could be in a karaoke machine. It could be in a cassette player.
Yeah, I was actually 15, and I recorded my first song in Lakewood with I had some friends over there, the Aragons.
Okay.
Shout out to the Aragons. They had they had an older brother that was into the underground hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he had the little equipment and stuff, and I remember we were drinking, just chilling. I was like 15 maybe, and I wrote. We did a freestyle. We just freestyled, and it was that who banging from Dub C.
Yeah.
That beat.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's what we grabbed, and that's what we used to make our first song. That's the first time I heard myself on the microphone with the headphones on and everything.
So you recorded, they play it back, you listen to it. What did you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, no, I thought I was the shit.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I was the shit. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? I was young and I was running amok, so I thought I was the shit. Listening to myself, speaking what I was talking my shit. You feel me?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you played it back for other people, what was the response you were getting?
Well, see, we didn't have many rappers at the time right there in the city, so of course they supported it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Even though it was probably trash, but I'm saying they were still listening to it. You feel me? Because you know that's all we had at the moment, and you know, homies want something to listen to. You feel me?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I was about 15.
And these were just beats. You guys were just rap. They were instrumentals, pretty much.
Yeah, from other artists. You know.
Okay.
Big artists then.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you finally release something of your own, where you said, you know what, let's do this song, let's release it?
I'd say it was about 2013.
Okay. And was this a mixtape, an EP, a single?
Nah, it was just I was grabbing beats off YouTube.
Okay.
Like I listened to producers, upcoming producers. What I used to do was I'll look up like West Coast beats, and then on the right side, you know how the filter.
Yes.
So then I'll look up the upload. I'll put the upload date. So the first ones that are being made that were just recently made.
Oh, okay.
Those were pop up first, and then I'll snatch those. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody got some. I'm like, man, this fool just made this about an hour ago. I like the beat. I'm gonna snatch it and put it on SoundCloud. So that's how it started with me. Yeah.
See, all this is like, okay, it's like, it's dope for you guys, but for us, growing up in the 80s, we didn't have that at all.
That social media and all
Yes,
that. Yeah.
yes, we didn't have any of that. So when a guy like Mixmaster Spade or a Toddy T would drop a song, we would have to run to independent record stores because the Tower Records, the Warehouse, the Sam Goodies, the Music Pluses didn't have these independent artists.
Right.
Okay, so we would have to go to the Swap Meet or VIP Records or the Roadium Swap Meet, buy an instrumental, flip it over on the instrument, on the side B side, play it, put it on cassette, and then rap. That's how we had
While
to do
it was recording on the cassette.
Right. And that was it. Now, if we fucked up, got to do it over again.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? So
I remember all that too. The erase, you had to press like 2 buttons and shit like that. You know, on the cassette thing.
record and play.
Yeah.
Record and play at the same time.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. I
Press
remember
pause.
that.
I mean, everybody who's got some age on them will know what a pause button mixtape was. Back in the day, like play the song and the beat was like dun, dun, cap, but dun, dun, cap, cap. Press pause right there. Take the record off. The next one. Boom. Cap. Dun, dun, cap. So that way when that song ends, it goes right into the next one. That's
Right.
a pause button mixtape.
Okay. I
So,
see what you're saying.
So it was hard for us. So when I hear
And you guys would be rapping right there and pausing.
yeah,
and,
even though I didn't rap, but I would be playing stuff for my boys.
Yeah.
Because I was the vinyl collector.
Right.
Like, hey, man, you got this song? Yeah, I got that song. Hey, you got this song? Yeah. Okay, can you do it like this? Yeah. Okay, you ready? Yeah, go. Boom. And then after 8 bars, then he will start spitting.
Right.
Then he'll fuck up. Do it again. Start it over again. Rewind the cassette. Start it
What's the
over.
longest session you had when you was doing that?
Believe it or not, 5 minutes is an eternity.
Doing that shit, huh?
Yes. 5 minutes at a turn, because the guy's rapping and you're hoping and praying that he doesn't fuck up.
That he takes one take.
Right. You see, I mean, and we're talking about rapping 16 bars, the chorus.
Yeah.
16 bars, the chorus, 16 bars, and the chorus twice.
Right.
And if he got it right, we're like, okay, cool, you got it. You know, then go back and listen, and then maybe in the second verse he might have like had one of those, and we're like, fuck, bro, we can't take out that breathing.
You can't take out that breathing.
Yeah, you can't, bro. So
nowadays you could take that shit out.
it is, bro. So my thing is this: we have much more today, and yet I liked back then's music better. So that's just me.
Maybe because back then you had to put more work in to actually get that shit out. You feel me?
Okay. What do you mean by more work?
Like for example, what you're saying right there. You know, nowadays we don't got to do that. We don't got to press the pause and you know, and then rewind it back and do it again. You feel me? Nowadays you could just cut that little part. You know, my producer just get on there and chop it.
Right.
Punch in.
And I'm glad you said that, because I think that a lot of new school artists, when I say new school artists, like this generation of artists, do not appreciate old school artists. And when I say old school artists, I'm not necessarily just talking about me. I'm just talking about people that laid the foundation of rap so that this generation can now eat and benefit and tour.
No doubt.
From what the people that already laid the foundation.
Exactly.
You know,
platforms.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
We're going to come right back. And,
No doubt.
I want to ask you about, what you got coming out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, everybody, once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Young Blaccs is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back. We're going to take a piss and get another drink. So we'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
High C and Tony A chilling at the Roadium with my homeboy Steve. Be on the lookout for our new 12-inch. The shit is dope. Yo, I like to say what's up to my homeboy Dre, my homeboy Prince of Jazz, and the girls with the big ol' ass. So Trip, I'm about to bust one more time to let y'all niggas know just what's on my mind.
In the morning, police at my door. Fresh to be the squeak across my bathroom floor. Out my back window, I make my escape. Didn't even get a chance to grab my old school tape. Mad with no music, but happy 'cause free. And the street to a player is the place to be. Got a knot in my pocket weighing at least a gram.
Get you, Dre.
Just do 1 2 1 2. Right about now, Eazy-E and Dr. Dre's in the motherfucking house.
Times are getting crazy, it's really hard to choose it. The Roadium's a spot to get funky, fresh music. Easy motherfucking E and my homeboy Dr. Dre. MC Ren is in effect, and you know we don't play. The Roadium is hitting, but you know you can't leave until you get a deaf-ass tape from Steve. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape.
Yeah, man, I came all the way down to the Roadium spot meet, man, to pick up one of the N.W.A tapes, man. And I talked to homeboy Steve down there, man, and he said I'm fresh out of tapes, man. How the fuck you fresh out of tapes, man? He said 'cause they selling like hotcakes and shit, man.
Got my man throwing down.
Hey, Mom, what's for dinner?
Hey, Tony, drop that. What bass?
I bet.
My name is the Croft, the C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D, the poet High C. Tony A, the wizard, just as cool as a visit. Picking out his tongue, stabbing pussy like a lizard. Ooh, so sorry, homie, I didn't mean to say that. Steve is in the house. Come on, won't you play that funky dope beat? You know you gotta throw me some Stanley ass Croft coming straight from the Roadium.
You are now about to witness
Tony A.
Get funky.
Tell them where you from.
You don't think how I'm living? Well, fuck you.
Who's on a Saturday night in LA? Yo, feeling kind of fancy. Stop what you're doing, 'cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. What the hell are you looking for? Can a young man make money anymore? Wear my jewels and like freaking on the floor? Or is it my job to make sure I'm poor? Disruption is horrible, nourish not justify. Those that live at the FBI, look at mama's baby. Ice Cube getting dumb at the Roadium with the funky drum, and you know my man Steve can get some. With a fool like Tony A when he plays stupid dope shit by N.W.A. You wanna spray? Dumb motherfuckers, no doubt. And sucker DJ, get the fuck out. Tony A.
What did you say your name was? What did you say?
Tony A. I have won 1 million battles. Lights, cameras, action, sound. Give me that mic, I'm about to go down.
Thinking of a master plan.
This story's funny. I met this girl and she had money.
Yo, her, take it from the top.
Get that shit, new chop. Put a power move on her.
If you mess with me,
Welcome back, everyone, to Rhodium Radio episode 182. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody who's liked, subscribed, commented, shared, disliked. It doesn't matter. Everybody in the live chat, stay up. Continue to keep that shit fun. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with Young Blaccs.
Hey.
So I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I know you hit a couple of road bumps on the way over here. People were trying to... I'll leave it at that. But now... Okay, we were talking about when you released, you were downloading stuff from YouTube.
Yeah.
You were using them, rapping over instrumentals.
And put it on SoundCloud, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
When did you start hooking up with producers like, you know what, I need this beat here, I need this beat done? Or have you ever done your own beats?
You know what? I don't know how to make beats. I'll be that. But when I was doing the SoundCloud thing, we were already building up a squad at the time. So it consisted of like 5 of us or 6 of us. It was it's me, just Drew, my producer that's here with me today. It's Hood Coach, which was my manager at the time, and another producer. What does he go by again? Fucking Jordy? Hermillion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a brother right there too. And then my boy Press Play, he's an artist too. Dope ass artist. He's doing time right now. He'll be out soon. But that guy, he's different too, man.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, that dude got some dope ass melodies. Like, he could sing and rap. You know what I'm
Press
saying?
Play, that's a dope
Press
name.
Play, yeah. Press Play 714.
That's a dope name.
Shout out to Anaheim. You know what I'm saying? That's where he's from Anaheim.
Okay, and shout out to Lovely.
Oh yeah, Lovely. Yeah. Me and Lovely just linked up as far as like her managing me and stuff. She's been doing her shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah, she's pushing forward, trying to get me into everything she can. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are getting to realize who I am now.
Yeah.
Seeing my music, and they're following. You feel me?
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
You know what? I wish you nothing but the best. I wish
thank
her
you,
nothing but the best. You know, because here's the thing, that when you start making moves, the people that really love and support you are going to stick by you.
No doubt.
The sad thing is, with much success comes much hatred, man.
Oh man, I see it already.
You know, and the sad part is, here's the sad part, that it comes from our own people, our very, very own people.
No doubt.
I witnessed it. I saw it, bro. But you know what? I'm still here, and I think that's what pisses a lot of people off.
Yeah.
You know, but we got to keep it pushing.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Now, let the public know, because I know just recently you just dropped a video, if I'm correct.
Yes, sir. I did.
Okay. Can you fill us in?
Yeah. So, me and my brother had made a song. I say about like last year. It's called "Never Broke Again."
Okay.
And pretty much we get into detail, like, you know, I get into detail of kind of how my life was in the beginning and how, like, it's making me now pursue my dreams and do this music that I love, because I love music with a passion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any kind of music, you know, I feel like there's art behind every kind of,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, every kind of music. So I dedicate this song to my mom's, because I told her, you know, I'm never going to be broke again. I'm always going to hustle, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit back and ruin myself like I used to before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's called "Never Broke Again," featuring my brother, your boy Sick.
Okay.
We did that shit at my mom's house. You feel me?
Okay.
I got her there giving me the blessing
Te
before
estaba
I walk out the
presionando.
door. Yeah, right by the Jesus. You know Mexican moms. You
Of
know, they
course.
put up their Jesus and stuff and the Virgin Mary and all that. So it's a very special video for me. You feel me?
Nice.
Just dropped it 3 days ago. Check it out. You know what I mean? On
Okay.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Now, is the audio at all on platforms as
It's
well?
all platforms. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the name of that again, so you can let the people know?
It's N.W.A.
Okay.
Young Blaccs. On my YouTube, just type in Young Blaccs, 2 C's, 1 S. I'll pop up wearing a burgundy shirt. Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you guys run up those numbers. You guys go check it out.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know you're going to be dropping an album, if I'm correct,
Yeah.
soon?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what people can expect for you 2021?
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to ask you something about the title, because it's Long Live Money Mike.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why that title?
Because, I mean, when my brother-in-law passed away, because that's who I'm dedicating it to, that's who Money Mike is.
Okay.
So when he passed away, you know, I always told myself, I got him tatted in the back of my head. That portrait in the back of my head is him.
Oh, okay.
So I always said, because right before he passed, he started liking my new music. And he was telling me, like, Blaccs, you got it, man. You got it. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. When he told me that, I said about 3 days later or a day later, I don't remember, he passed. And I got him tatted, and I said, you know, wherever I go with this music, you're always going to be there with me. You feel me? So that's why I named it after him, Long Live Money Mike, because he's never going to die. I'm gonna keep him alive, you feel me?
Right. You're going to keep his legacy and his name going.
Keep it going, you feel me? Everybody that knows me knows that I've represented Money Mike for a long time already, you feel me?
Yeah.
Whether I'm chilling with the family or taking a picture with people that I met through him, regardless, like, it's always Money Mike, you feel me?
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. I mean, that's the way I am about the man that gave me my first job at 11 years old, Steve Yano, the guy that I named the Rhodium Radio after.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever get a chance, I have a documentary that I directed. So the 1 hour version is for free on YouTube. I could text it to you. You could check it out.
No doubt.
But the actual long version of it is 3 hours long.
Okay.
And I got over 20 people.
You know what? I think I watched that.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting shit in there.
Yeah, and it gives not only the history of the mixtape, but also his history and his part on West Coast hip hop.
Yeah.
You know? So let's go over some of these tracks, and if you can elaborate on what some of these songs, what are they about? You know. So for an example, track 1, "Don't Know Me."
Yeah. So the hook says, "Don't be speaking on my name if you don't know me."
Okay.
Talking all that shit, but you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much that song is self-explanatory. Like, don't talk about me. Don't be in my business if you don't know me. You feel me?
Damn, that should be my theme. You don't know me, but you talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So that's the song, you know, I went in like, I think when I wrote that song, I was actually thinking about like the industry and how like people always trying to smudge somebody else up. You feel me? So that's that song right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking to people that don't know me and, you know, haven't got the time to get to know me. You know what I mean? So if you don't know me, just keep my name out your mouth pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know, the sad part is that there is a lot of people that may not know you, but just cannot, it almost like they cannot keep your name out of their mouths.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
You know, it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? So track number 2, we have Poker Face.
Poker Face, yeah. Poker Face. Poker Face is a song that I wrote pretty much speaking about if you go to jail, nobody's there for you. In the streets, nobody's really there for you. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got a little deep into that because I speak about, you know, like myself as an individual, you know. If I go to jail or die, I'm going solo. Nobody's going with me. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. If I go to jail, I'm going by myself. If I die, I'm going by myself. And nobody ain't going to be in that casket with me. So that's what Poker Face is about pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I speak about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Then
you have track number 3, No Time.
No Time. Yup, that song right there, produced by my boy Just Drew too, by the way. That song right there is, if it ain't about money, don't call me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no time for bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you want to work, you know, cool, bring some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I ain't got no time for nothing else.
No, hey, believe me, I have no time. I've had people say, hey, I want a beat. Okay, it's going to be this much. Oh, no, I don't have no money, but I'll say your name. I'll say my own name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so then we have track number 4, No Sleep.
No Sleep. That song right there is produced by my homegirl Miranda, Silent Make It Knock. You know what I'm saying? That's how she says it. Shout out to the homegirl. But that song right there, I just pretty much just get a little lyrical, just, you know, let my mind, my thought process just out on that song. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just pretty much trying to get creative with my craft, in other words. You know what I'm saying? That's what that song's about, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have track number 5, Do That Shit. Do that shit.
Yeah. You know, me as an individual, you could even ask my girl. I like to do what the fuck I want. You feel me?
Yeah, of course.
So if I want to go and spend a band, I'm gonna go do that shit. That's pretty much what that song's about. You know,
right.
If I want to do something, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
That's what that song's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have Wavy.
Wavy.
Yeah,
that's featuring my boy Shady G from Riverside. That song right there, man. We was just in the studio vibing. I remember, right? We was in the studio just vibing, just chilling, and yeah, it's a smooth little beat, you know, something smooth to smoke to, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have Mamba.
Yeah, Mamba's dope, man. That beat right there is produced by Project Made 818. That's my dog. That song right there, man. We actually put Kanye and Kobe in the intro.
No shit.
Yeah. You remember that one? I think it was a commercial, if I'm correct, where Kanye is asking Kobe, like, how many more records do I need to break? And he's like, more records.
Yes.
And he's like, but I'm the best. He's like, but are you you know what I'm saying? So we had that in the beginning, and we just went at it. Me and my boy TCA from L.A.
Okay.
One of my black homies, he shot that too. He actually came out on like 3 tracks: Poker Face, No Time, and Mamba.
Okay.
A very creative song right there too.
Then you have track number 8, Girls.
Girls, that's featuring Lovely too.
Okay.
Shout out to Lovely. The homie Mr. Groove, he came up with that beat. That song Girls is more like a girl twerking, before you hit the club type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some girls like to listen to Too Short, some shit get turned up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what that song would be. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Some girls shaking some ass.
Give me one quick second. Alex, can you go get that for me, please, outside? Then you have Dead Homies Part 2.
Yeah, so when I first started releasing music on all platforms, I came out with a song called Dead Homies.
Okay.
It's produced by Jose Got the Sauce. That song, a lot of people fucked with it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I ended up coming out with a part 2. This part 2 on Dead Homies, I'm pretty much getting, I'm calling out every single person that has ever spoke bad upon me in my city. You know what I'm saying? So that song is personal for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I let a lot of feelings out on that, emotions out on that song. So Dead Homies Part 2, that's definitely a song that people are gonna understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a very deep song right there.
Okay.
Love that song right there.
And The Message, track number 10.
That's to my brother-in-law.
Okay.
The Message, I actually got that from Dr. Dre's Chronic 2001.
Uh-huh.
You know how the last song he wrote for his brother?
Right.
I wrote that for my brother-in-law.
Okay.
Money Mike, yeah.
Okay.
That's the message, my message to him, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Track number 11, Spanglish.
Spanglish. Yeah, that's also me and Lovely. I'm rapping in Spanish and English.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Because I'm saying, like, growing up, my parents, they came from Mexico. We're actually first generation.
Yes.
Yeah, me and my sisters and brothers.
Uh-huh.
First generation here in the United States. So I learned how to speak Spanish first. You feel me?
Yes.
So growing up, I actually made a post today speaking about that. When I was growing up, I couldn't really speak English as proper as I could now. So I used to, I remember growing up, instead of saying pizza, I used to say pizza.
Pizza,
Yeah.
Or Pepsi.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, man, I actually went back and thought about when I wrote that song. That beat's actually made by the homie Project Made too. Yeah, just going back and forth, English and Spanish. And Lovey did her shit on that, man. She actually surprised the shit out of me, man. Her Spanish is actually pretty fucking good.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. Shout out to Lovely.
Yeah, shout out to Lovely, man.
Now, when can people expect this album to drop?
We were aiming towards the end of the month, but maybe I say about first week of August, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so in a couple of weeks then.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to do an album release party too.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? I want my people that really fuck with me to be out there. So expect that, you know what I'm saying? If y'all really vibe with me and really support me, I want y'all there at the party, you feel me? I want everybody to turn up, let me do my thing on stage. Try to see if I could bring out any artists too.
Yeah.
Just to have some fun, you feel me?
Just to encourage you, man, whoever shows up was meant to be there.
No doubt. No doubt. And you want to be there. You feel me?
People that don't show up that you thought will show up and don't.
That's just to show you where they at.
That's it. That's a great indicator right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. When it drops, please let me know. I would like to purchase it.
No doubt. Thank you.
Listen to it, man. Support you.
Appreciate that.
Because listen, if we don't support each other, man, who will?
No doubt. For sure.
So now, let me ask you a fun question.
Yeah.
If you can give me 3 artists, East Coast, West Coast, doesn't matter, that you can do a song with each one of them. Doesn't matter if they're deceased or alive. Okay, give me 3 artists. Take your time.
Damn, that's kind of hard because they got to separate the older generation with the newer generation. Damn. For sure, Pac.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm a big fan of Pac, man. Nipsey. Yeah, Nipsey was a big inspiration for a lot of us, in the streets, you feel me? So Nipsey. And then there's one female that sticks out a lot to me, man. And I love her talent. I love the way she raps. Her bars are fucking crazy. And that would be Young M.A.
Okay.
Young M.A., to me, she sticks out differently, you feel me? And she don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people hate on her because she's a lesbian and whatnot. You feel me?
Right. That shit don't even matter.
That shit don't.
We're talking about rap.
Man. Yeah, exactly. And I'm saying she got the skills and the bars. Like she's hard, man.
Right.
You feel me? So those would be my top 3. Man.
Okay. Now give me, because I know you say you were born in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 West Coast either groups, rappers, or albums. Top 5.
Shit, man. You giving me difficult questions, man.
No.
Top 5 West Coast.
No, East Coast.
East Coast. I heard you say West Coast right now. That's why.
My apologies.
Yeah, East Coast.
Yes.
I'm gonna just give you the artists.
Okay.
So it'll be Big Pun, Nas. I love Method Man. Method Man, man, that dude's so smooth, man.
Yeah.
That dude got bars, man. He's just a smooth ass dude. Jadakiss is a fucking savage. So Biggie, Biggie, yeah, Biggie. I'll go with Biggie. Biggie got some bangers, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Biggie.
Yeah.
So that was 5, correct?
Yeah, that was 5.
Okay. Give me your top 5 West Coast artists.
Dead or alive?
It can be dead or alive.
For sure, Pac. Like I said, Pac. Snoop. I fuck with Snoop tough. Dr. Dre. And let me go with 2 newer ones. I'd say, I was a big ass fan of RJ. Still am. RJ stuck out to me. His melodies and raps are fucking sick. You feel me?
Right.
RJ, Mr. LA. One more. Shit, man. This is a very hard question. Just because there's so many artists, you feel me? There's so many fucking artists nowadays.
And you don't want to leave anybody out either.
Yeah, I don't want to leave nobody out, man, because they're going to be like, man, he's picking all the people that are already, up there or some shit, But it is what it is, you feel me?
Give me your last one.
My last one, Ice Cube.
Okay.
Yeah, Ice Cube.
Okay.
Man, but it's so hard because then you got DJ Quick, then you got, you know what I'm saying, High C, like all those people were dope too, you feel me? So it's like, fuck. I only got a top 5.
Okay. So now, here's another one. I want you to think about it.
All right, bet.
It could be anybody in history.
Okay.
Even if they're alive now or at any point in history. If you could sit down in a bench at a park by yourself with this one person for 1 hour and have a conversation, who would it be?
Probably Pancho Villa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Because, I mean, I love my brown people. I love where I come from, my roots. And what he did, you feel me? The whole, it's just dope, you feel me? And that shit would be dope. Like, I imagine me and him sitting on the bench, both have straps, and a motherfucking tequila bottle in the middle, you feel me? And we're just going off and what the fuck is going on at the time.
Any questions pop in your mind?
Ah, man. That saying that he says, I'd rather die like a man than live on my knees or some shit like that.
Yes, I know what you mean. You're paraphrasing it because it doesn't come to mind right now. I'd rather die on my feet than or something like that.
Something
on my
like
knees.
that, yeah. So I would like to ask him, like, what made you think that? Because it became a famous quote.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people use that shit. So
sometimes I think I would be afraid to ask questions like that, and I will tell you why.
Why?
Because what if he tells you, dije eso?
Oh shit!
Now you're like, what the fuck?
So it's a lie.
Yeah, but maybe he did live his life that way.
Yeah,
but maybe
somebody else made it up.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
It's like the boxer from Panama, Roberto Duran. Okay, he fought Sugar Ray Leonard in a much anticipated rematch in a fight. Okay, boxing.
Mm-hmm.
He literally stopped boxing. He just told the ref, "I'm done." In the middle of the fight, he walks back to his corner. And the ref goes, "Do you still want to fight?" And he just went like this.
The dude from
Panama, Roberto Duran.
Yeah.
And the ref called it off. The ref told the judges that he said no mas, and he never actually ever said that.
He just said,
that was it.
Yeah.
So the sad thing is that his whole life he's been known as the guy who said no mas.
Like a tap out type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And he never said. He just said. So they asked him like documentary after documentary, why did you quit? And of course, he just said he has stomach cramps. He's always said the same thing over and over and over. Even Sugar Ray Leonard, the boxer, tracked him down in one of the last documentaries and asked him, "Why did you quit?" And
What did he say?
He said the same thing. I had stomach cramps and I just couldn't take it anymore.
What the fuck?
Now, whether that's true or not,
Right.
he stuck to the same story. You know, but he
Did you watch that fight?
Yeah, of course.
Who was winning?
Sugar Ray was.
By a lot, or was it like a good fight?
You know what? I don't really remember a lot of it, but I know that he was being outboxed in the rematch.
And it was like obvious, pretty
Right.
much. Yeah.
In the first fight,
Yeah.
it was obvious that Roberto Duran was in control the whole time. I mean, it was that obvious.
Yeah.
In the rematch, it was the other way around now. It was that obvious that Sugar Ray was in control.
Right, yeah.
So, and then he had a third fight or whatever. They actually fought, and Sugar Ray won. They went to like a split decision or something like that.
But he fought it out that whole time. Then.
He fought it out the whole time.
Oh, okay. So he still got a
rematch. but it was like it stuck that he said no mas.
Right.
You know, the Rev said that. He never said that. So going back to Pancho Villa, can you imagine? I'm not saying he would say that, but can you imagine if he said, "You nunca dije eso"? I didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say that shit.
I would be like, "Fuck, that's fucked up."
Who the fuck made that up?
Right. But like for me,
then I want to talk to him.
right. For me, man, honestly, I thought about this long and hard.
Yeah.
And for me, I would probably skip everybody and just want to talk to my mother for 1 hour.
I feel that.
I would just want to talk to my mother just one more time.
I feel that.
So,
yeah.
You know, because a lot of people don't realize that I truly see now what it means to honor your father and your mother. Because when they were here, you know, it was like, oh, it's my mom and my dad.
They'll always be here type thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you never prepare for them to,
No doubt.
pass. You just never think about that.
Yeah.
And when that happened, everything settles in like, I'm never going to talk to them again. I'm never going to pick up their phone call. I'm never going to call them again. I'm never going to taste their food. I'm never going to hear their voice again. So all you have is whatever little memories they left.
Well, let me let you in on a little something since you said that. So when I was 17, I had got busted for some shit that I didn't even do, but whatever. I went down for it, held my ground. My pops, he got deported, right? At 17, I was 17 when my pops got deported. He ended up in Mexico. He tried to cross over. He told my mom, I'm going to cross over. The following day, my mom gets a phone call like, hey, we got your husband. Woo, woo. Okay, well, I'm not going to give you no money until you let me talk to my husband. They said they were going to call back with my pops on the phone. Never called back. My dad's been missing since that time. He hasn't had no contact with his own family. He hasn't contacted none of us. So we don't know exactly what happened. You feel me? I remember I got a rumor came by me saying that he was left on the way. Like he was pretty much left behind.
Wow.
I don't know how true that is, you feel me? But I'm saying like that. Right. I get what you're saying, you feel me? Because till this day, sometimes I wish I could pick up the phone and talk to my pops.
Right.
Because I still remember him, you feel me?
Right.
So that I felt what you said right now because,
wow.
You know, my family has actually been affected because of that, you feel me?
Yeah.
My sisters, my brothers, they all miss him, you know?
Yeah. How long has it been since the last time you actually seen him in person?
When I was 17.
17 years old.
Yeah.
How many years would you say?
I'd say
roughly?
It's about 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And nothing.
No phone calls, no nothing. Not even his family. My grandpa passed away mourning him. You know what I'm saying? Like he just wanted to talk to him one more time.
Yeah, because that's his son.
That's his son. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
And
that was his oldest son.
Yeah. You know, I had a friend that got deported. He called me and told me, I'll be back in a couple of days. And I said, you sure? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I know how to get back. So he didn't get nobody to bring him back. This guy gets back. I see him. Obviously, he lost a lot of weight. This guy was pretty much like out in the desert, the wilderness, coming back over here.
Trying to find his way?
For 3 days.
Shit, man.
He told me that he didn't eat for 2 days, and you can tell, bro.
I bet. Probably the body was eating itself.
Yeah, man. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Sleeping outside by a rock.
Shit, you lucky he even made it back.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh.
Because it gets hot out there. You know what I'm saying? My mom actually, I think, was her grandpa or grandma that passed? She had to go to Mexico. She took off. I was in jail. I think I was in jail. And she took off, and she had to cross the border back. And she told me, man, she said, son, I could never do that shit again. Because she's like, man, I was struggling, and it was bad. Like, people had to, like, help me to get through, you feel me?
Yeah. Well.
But it's the crazy thing is that she went over there to bury her family and still came back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wow.
So she sacrificed that for sure. Like, I don't remember when it was, but I remember she did that. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so for me, it'll be my mother, and I know for you, it'll be
Pops.
Pops.
Yeah, Pops. Yeah.
Okay. Pancho Villa. Okay. So now, let's give a quick recap. Your video just dropped 3 days ago.
Yes, sir.
And what's the name of that song again?
N.W.A, Never Broke Again.
Never Broke Again. Okay. And that's out on YouTube. Make sure you guys look up Young Blaccs on YouTube, and make sure you guys hit the like button and leave a nice comment.
Yeah.
Then the album should be out possibly August, first week.
First week August.
Okay, first week of August.
We're looking around that time.
Okay, 11 tracks.
Because we still got to book the spot we're gonna actually do the release party at.
The release. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And is that going to be open to the public, or is that just going to be invite only? How is that going to be?
I mean, shit. Yeah, probably the public. You feel me? If you support me, I want to see you there.
Yeah.
I want to sit there and come out and take a picture with you. You feel me? That's just me. It's always gonna be me. I'll never feel like, oh, I'm better than anybody, or I've always been a humble person because I've been through a lot of shit. You feel me? So, I will never feel cocky because I get more success than somebody else.
Right.
So yeah, of course, open to the public, man.
That'll work. Okay, at this time, anything I didn't ask you, anything you want to promote, anything you want to push? If not, let's get into your shout outs.
Yeah, I just want to promote my sponsor, Fox Got Fire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He makes my clothing and stuff. This shirt he actually made, Fox Got Fire. He got the bomb weed. If you're looking for it, holler at him on Instagram, Fox Got Fire. Let me do my shout outs though. So first of all, I want to shout out my boy Just Drew, which is my producer for my team, Pouring Out Dreams.
Okay.
He's here with me today. I appreciate him. The whole Free to Solid squad, man. King Cash, Pac One, Project Made, Trife. Who else am I missing from there? I think that's about it for now. Oh, Coma. I think that's his name. He's a producer too. He makes some dope ass beats. I want to shout out Silent Make It Knock. I know I shouted out once already, but I shout her out again. My squad, Pouring Out Dreams. Press Play. 714. He should be out soon.
Okay.
He should be out soon. My brother, your boy Sick, Lovely, the Royal Queens, El de los Zapatos. That's my dog right there. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Hood Coach, my mom's. I know she's probably watching right now, and my family, my brothers and sisters. You feel me?
Yeah.
And Thug Angel. That's the homegirl right there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. Other than that, once again, make sure you guys check out his video. First week of August, his album should be dropping.
Yep.
So, once again, much love, much respect. Thank you for coming through, man. I greatly appreciate you. Appreciate your producers and your team coming with you and supporting you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Whenever it drops, please let me know. We'll help you promote it here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, other than that, love you. Thank you once again.
Yeah.
Zapatos, what's up? And we'll be back with Doughboy in the motherfucking building.
That's
10
right.
minutes, we'll be back. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 182. Once again, only 18 more episodes and I'll hit 200. And to me, that means a lot because, once again, I didn't think I would be here this long, and it's all made possible because of you guys. You guys that have subscribed. You know, when I first started this, I went live September 11th, 2019, and I only had 238 subscribers. And then now I have over 33,000, and I'm thankful for you guys, for subscribing. People on the live chat, people have commented, people have shared. Believe me, I'm very thankful. So other than that, we continue to bring in the artists that you guys request. So if you guys have any artists you guys want to request, send it to rhodiumradio@gmail.com. Send their music, send their videos, and a short bio. And we'll look into it and we'll try to get into it with them. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce my second guest of the night, none other than Doeboi.
How's it going, my G?
Doeboi,
Yes,
how
sir.
you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Another day.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here, and I like your hat.
Thank you.
You're in the right city, man.
That's right.
So, how was your drive coming over here, man? I don't know how far you came over here. How far was it the drive?
I came from San Bernardino. It's like an hour away, but I ended up in downtown. Got stuck right there with the homies for a little bit, just functioning a little bit. Shit, ended up right here, yeah.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Like an hour and a half. Ended up being an hour and a half.
Okay. Now, I see you with the Bulls jersey. Is that just because you like the jersey or because that's your team?
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody asks me, and it's funny, I don't even watch sports.
Really?
Yeah, it's just I'm just matching shit up. Everybody always asks me, but yeah, that's really what it is. It's funny, yeah, I don't watch sports. All the jail time, I fucking hate sports,
Wow. Okay. So no baseball for you, no basketball.
Nah, nope. I don't watch nothing. I never have. I've never really watched like a full game.
Not like growing up, you never actually played any type of sport?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, I never have. Shit, I was into music already. Like growing up, people don't know, but I was already doing music like at a young age. That's what I did. So I never got really into the sports and shit like that. It's just all music.
What do you think sparked that interest for you to start doing music at such a young age?
Honestly, my older brother, he got me doing it. Yeah, I got an older brother. People don't know that, but he's the one that he inspired me and shit. Got me. He's just the one that turned me on. It was just something we did at home, double deck player, like some old school shit. Yeah.
Okay, and was he a DJ? Was he a record collector?
Nah, he was just another motherfucking rapper. Just
Okay.
Never really took it that serious, but yeah, he was. He's the one that got it going and shit.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question that I rarely ever ask a lot of rappers. Okay. I was in elementary school. Before I ask you, let me share this story with you. I was in elementary school, and the big thing during that time was pop locking. Before the arm wave came in,
okay,
everybody was doing the Scarecrow and the King Tut and all that.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And I remember I got so interested in it that I asked a couple of my buddies, my black friends, teach me. I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because at least here, I'll speak for at least in my city, when we started doing it, we were looked at odd because we were pop locking and we weren't black. Okay. I always wondered, growing up, did you ever get looked at weird because you were rapping and not black?
Nah, I never took it. I don't think I was even noticed before. It was like more like a personal thing that I did with my brother. But so I know people didn't really know. That's really what it comes down. I didn't take it serious. I didn't really start taking music serious till about like 3 years ago. Honestly, yeah. So that's really how that ended up happening. Before, did songs, but I never tried to push them or even promote. It was nothing like that. It was just to do it for fun, riding a bike or some shit.
Okay, okay. But leading up to these 3 years in the past, you were always involved with music somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I get it. And the reason why I asked that question is because, today, hip hop is multicultural. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It's everywhere. Back then, growing up, it's funny because the DJs that I knew, and I'm talking about as a kid, were always all black. The pop lockers were always all black. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just today, there's such a mix of everybody doing it. And I'll be honest with you, I love it. I love seeing it like this.
That's dope.
To be able to grow up in this thing that we call hip hop and to be able to sit with artists like yourself and interview you and you share your story on how hip hop, possibly rap, saved your life.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that have come here and have said, if I wasn't rapping or if I wasn't DJing or if I wasn't breakdancing, I would probably be dead or in jail.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So where originally did you grow up at?
I grew up in San Bernardino.
Okay, so born and raised there.
Born and raised, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, San Bernardino, right there on the west side. Yeah, I grew up in San Bernardino.
And you went there elementary, middle school, and high school?
Yeah, I went there up to till middle school, and I went to a probation school. But yeah, basically all in the same city.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you come from a big family, or is it just
yeah,
your
I got
brother?
a big family. Yeah. No, I got 3 other brothers.
All right.
Yeah,
all
I got
right.
3 other brothers, a bunch of, I got a big family.
And how do they feel about your rapping? Do they like it?
Yeah, definitely. Some of them really ain't even, they're in their own lives and shit. But yeah, everybody supports and shit. Like when it comes down to like family, yeah.
That'll work. Now, let me ask you this, and I know you already said that you didn't play a lot of sports growing up. Before you started rapping, were you ever involved? Because I trip out sometimes when I interview people and they tell me, well, I wasn't always rapping, I was a DJ. Were you ever involved in anything else other than just the rapping part?
Nah, honestly, I was just streets. The streets just got a hold of me young. That's honestly what it really was.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
Okay.
Just fucking, walking in the streets, like, doing dumb shit, sliding in the streets with the homies.
Like we all
wasting
do,
time, wasting a lot of time like that.
Yeah.
Low key.
And I'm glad you said that, wasting time, because there could possibly be a youngster that listens to your music, possibly looks up to you, and you're pretty much sharing that there was a time in your life where you did waste time. You know what I'm saying? I did too. And time is one thing that we will possibly never get back.
Yeah.
So if we could be sometimes, a positive influence on somebody to take the right path, I'm always for that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I had a guy here named Baldacci.
Okay.
And I interviewed him here, and he was sharing about the years that he did in prison.
Yeah.
But he said how he's living his life now. He said, but when I look back, I see that there was a waste of time of everything that I did. I shouldn't have been involved in, type of deal. But
yeah, it's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So growing up with your brothers and your big family, what type of music would you say you were raised with? What would you hear at home?
Like Chris Cross. Oh, my dad was actually in the fucking rock. Like, he was on some other shit. It's funny because I think that's like basically where the bloodline like starts, like with the music shit. All my uncles, it was always like music in the family and shit. These fools were on the congas, drums, guitar. No lie, they'd be in the garage doing their shit. And when I was young, but other than that, like growing up, like with my brothers and shit, like Chris Cross, fucking, all that old shit. Like a lot of hip hop, like Outkast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of underground shit, like different. It's just I listen to a lot of different music and shit. Yeah.
Okay. When do you feel you were first introduced to hip hop? Do you remember around what age or what grade you were in?
Man, I'm thinking like no lie, like 5th, 6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, 12, 13, something like that. Like,
Okay.
Clearly, yeah.
Do you remember what was possibly one of the first songs you might have heard that caught your ear?
Shit, that's a hard one, but I know went through that little Chris Cross phase.
Okay.
I know that for sure. Wearing shit backwards and shit.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because I did a lot of shows with those guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of shows with those guys, and I remember when I first saw them. I wanted to see if they had their damn clothes backwards because that's what they did in their videos.
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah, I was a little
They
kid.
did.
I was younger.
You know what I recently found out, and I don't know if a lot of people know, but one of them already passed away.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I seen that. Like leukemia or some shit.
Yeah.
Something, one of those.
Yeah,
I seen that. That's a trip.
And I'll tell you what, when they performed that song, man, they tore it up.
Wow, that's
They
a trip.
tore it up. Yeah,
That's
were,
dope.
They were good performers, and even as youngsters, but they were like little mini stars. Like a lot of people looked up to them. They were hot,
Damn, you're lucky to see all that history. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm an old
Much
guy
respect.
now.
That's dope.
So let me ask you this: were you ever a fan, or are you a fan of East Coast rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked a lot of East Coast rap. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna give you the question that I ask a lot of people, because this kind of like helps me kind of get a clearer picture of you and the fans as well.
Okay.
Give me your top 5 artists. It could be groups or artists. East Coast rap.
East Coast, Capone and Noriega, Wu-Tang, off top, Wu-Tang. East Coast, who else? Like Redman. Who else? Shit, that's all I can think about off top right now. Those 3. Yeah.
Okay.
That I listen to a lot. That I would listen to a lot. Yeah.
Okay. What about West Coast? Give me your top 5.
Oh, Pac. Hey, I messed up. I didn't mention Biggie in the East Coast.
Okay, that's 4.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, back to the West Coast. Pac, Dog Pound, Snoop. I was on all that West Coast shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would say you were more
All the
of a
Death Row shit, you know?
West Coast than the East Coast.
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
Okay. Have you ever traveled to the East Coast?
No, I've never been there.
I always encourage everybody that raps. I always tell them, man, if you get a chance, go to the East Coast. You know,
Yeah,
at least appreciate where it comes from.
Yeah.
You know, I know out here we like to say it's a West Coast thing. Look, when I grew up, it was all East Coast music. We barely had enough West Coast trickling in, barely. But at the time, it was Run DMC, the Bad Boys, Salt and Pepper. It was those kind of groups, you know, that I grew up with. Out here, out here was Ice-T, Mixed Master Spade, Toddy T. The West Coast was barely being born, if you will. But
Sure.
East Coast was already pretty much established, you know. But I always encourage everyone, when you get a chance, go out there. You
It's
know?
like the roots right there then, huh?
Yes,
A lot of the roots.
exactly.
That's the truth.
Now let me ask you this: whenever you're not in the studio, whenever you're not working on music, whenever you're not promoting or doing what you do, what do you like to watch on TV whenever you have time, if you do watch TV?
Netflix, just whatever. I just find shit, movies and shit.
Okay, you got any favorites that you could recommend?
I like Pulp Fiction, shit like that. I forgot who made it, who did that. Like shit
Quentin
like
Tarantino.
That. Quentin Tarantino, that fool's hard.
Okay.
But I don't really got a lot of time to. That's rare. That's
Really?
rare. I ain't gonna lie, it's rare.
Yeah, it's same for me. I mean, I think the most I would kill in a day would probably be about an hour, tops, an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Today I was watching one. It looked very, very good. I don't remember the name, but I think it's a new one. But it's about the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK movie.
Oh, okay.
And
it's a series.
No, it was actually a movie. I don't remember
okay.
the name, but I'll look it up. I'll Google it during the break, and then I'll let
You like
everybody
American
know.
History X?
Yes.
I know. How's it going on?
That was a really good one, man.
What's that actor's name that played the older brother? That fool was a good ass actor.
Yes. He was Worm in that movie. God, he's a great actor. He plays a lot
I never
of good
really
movies.
seen him too much after that. He was like pretty. Yeah, that fool was dope.
I like what's his name? Do you remember? For movie American History X. Put it on the live chat. Put it on the live chat, you
Somebody
guys.
will figure it out.
Yeah,
huh?
somebody will figure it out. American
Sure.
History X. God, I forgot. I almost said Robert Downey Jr. That's Iron Man. But, anyways,
Who's your favorite actor? You got any?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Yes, Clint Eastwood is my guy. Who's yours?
Mine's Denzel. I like Denzel. Denzel's
Okay, let's
bad.
go over some Denzel movies.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if you had to pick one, which one would you say is your favorite? I could probably guess.
Yeah, you could guess.
Training Day.
Yeah, Training Day.
Edward Norton.
Oh, Edward Norton. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
Edward
that
Norton.
fool's
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
But so Training Day. Give me a couple of other Denzel movies that come to mind.
Shit. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Did you a blank?
Yeah, I'm blank right now.
Okay,
I'm intoxicated a little bit. I was on the way over here. It's been out. Yeah.
it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm gonna get intoxicated after the next break.
Yeah.
Okay, remember the Equalizer
Oh yeah, Equalizer. Yeah. there was
1 and 2. I like 1 better, but and then he had a I don't know. You ever watch Malcolm X?
Yeah, Malcolm X.
I love that movie, bro. I'm not a Muslim, but he got down on that movie,
Hell yeah.
bro. You know, and there was another one. He has an old school movie called Devil in a Blue Dress.
Devil in a Blue. Yeah,
When you get a chance, check that one
I'm about
out.
to look that one up.
But he's got a lot of great movies, bro. So I really, really enjoy his movies. I'll tell you who's another great actor, and it doesn't matter what he plays, he's great. Morgan Freeman.
Who's that?
Oh man,
I gotta see his face. I
Okay.
I
You ever
got a
see?
bad memory too. That's why.
You ever see Shawshank Redemption?
Shot. Yep.
He was the black dude in
Oh,
there.
the black. Oh yeah. He's another good one. Hell yeah, he's a hitter right there.
Yeah,
That's a good movie. I like that one.
that's a really, really good
Hell
movie.
yeah.
I mean, because it's not gangster, but it's jail.
Yeah.
You know. So now,
That's a good one.
now, you ever see American Me?
Yeah.
What about Blood in, Blood Out?
I like them both.
You like it both? You
Yeah.
had to pick one.
Shit. American Me.
American Me.
Yeah,
huh?
American Me.
You know what? I mean, I'm with you. I like them both, but at the same time, one was more comedy, one was more serious.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because like what was it? What the fuck? Blood in, Blood Out. When that fool was like, what do you say? Come over here, baby cakes or some shit like that.
That fool's a trip. I never forget that fool.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
And Popeye.
That's the choncho. Yeah, Popeye. Well, that's just a trip. That character always just that's the one that always sticks out my head too. That's
You know, and that guy Popeye, I spoke to him a couple of times over the phone, well, twice.
no shit.
And I was trying to get him here, but this was during the actual pandemic, like when it hit hard.
Okay.
And he didn't want to come out. You know, I never tell anybody beforehand who I have.
Yeah, yeah.
But he was one of them, and he wanted to do a Zoom interview, but I didn't want to do that, man. I was just like, nah, dude. People want to see you here.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, I'm an old vato, man. I don't come out. You know?
That was crazy.
I mean, because I wanted him to like say, give me some chochon
yeah,
vibe.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But you know,
That'd been legendary, man. That's dope.
right. So he couldn't make it. So now, you know, I'm gonna try it again. Another one was, you ever see maybe the Loca?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the girl, the main girl in the movie. I had her booked, and she said she couldn't make it because the pandemic as well. So she said she'll wait.
Yeah, that shit fucked a lot of shit up out of the pandemic.
A lot.
Yeah, but people in the underground world, I know they made a lot more money.
Yeah, well, because you know what? I've always told people, especially during, you know, in the pandemic, that's where you learn a new hustle.
A lot of people did make a lot of money actually too, though.
Yeah.
At the same time, if you think about it.
You know, that's where you got to learn a new hustle. You got to learn how to survive during those times. you
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
Now, let me ask you this. When the pandemic hit and we were all pretty much incarcerated at home, what did you do? Did you stay writing? Did you stay working? I mean, you know.
Family time, just, you know, just handling house shit. I was still working, though, low-key.
Okay.
Yeah, I was still working daily, like regular. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Now I know you do a lot with Swifty.
Yeah, that's my brother right there, yeah.
How long have you guys been working together?
Like a little over 2 years.
Okay. And how did you guys come to meet?
Through different shit. Not with rap. It was
Okay.
other, yeah.
Okay.
Other shit, tied us in and shit, yup.
Just mutual
We just
friends.
linked, yeah, exactly, yup.
Okay, that's good, man. That's
And
good.
we linked in it, yup.
I had him here. Was it last week, Alex? Yeah, I had him here last week, and I'm trying to remember the guy's name because I want to give him his shout out. But he's the one that when Swift was still locked up, he kept recommending you. There's a guy.
Nino, where is he from? Was he from Grimy Records?
I'm not sure,
Yeah.
bro. I'll look
That's what's
up.
up,
I'll
though.
look at my DM because I want to give him his shout out.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the whole team. Shit.
Yeah. And when he was locked up, he kept telling me, hey, I want to get Doughboy. I want to get Doughboy on here. Now, in my mind, when I hear Doughboy, I had interviewed a guy from Santa Ana, or from Orange County, and then named Doughboy Tony.
Okay.
So I was like, I already interviewed him. And he's like, you did? And I was like, yeah. So I sent him Doughboy Tony's picture, and he goes, no, this is just Doughboy, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I said, okay, cool. So my page got deleted, so I lost contact, and this is my new page now. He just hit me up today. He goes, hey, man,
Nice.
you know, let him know or whatnot. But I was trying to get you in here,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
That's
when
dope, man.
Swift was locked up. But
That's love. I appreciate it. Real shit. Everybody from all angles, you, the homies, too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's supporting shit. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Real
yeah,
shit, man.
all good, man, all good. So like now, at this point in time, what are you working on? What can people expect from Doughboy 2021?
Honestly, I transitioned. A lot of people noticed and shit. I was doing a lot of like West Coast gangster shit,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of like slowed that shit down. I started doing like a lot more like trap, like just like more age years type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this album is. It's basically like that. It's gonna be a lot different. So some people are probably gonna feel it, some ain't. You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
And it is what it is. But yeah, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like different shit.
Right. Well, you know, you're moving along with the times.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be doing both this shit, but just right now I was focused on this, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Doing it just getting this certain project out the way.
Okay. Now, has Doughboy always been your rap name?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at what point in time would you say that you decided to take rap serious? I know you said you've been doing it for about 2-3 years, but obviously, did you start also when you were a teenager? Were you already rapping back then?
I was, but just like I said, I wasn't taking it like serious like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just it wasn't like now, like I make it like work, like, I gotta get in the studio,
Right.
try to push shit out, you know, I'm trying to get numbers, but it wasn't nothing like that. It just hit off like 3 years ago. I was actually in prison and I was just hyped. Like I said this story on another interview. a couple of times. I'll go over it again. Basically, I was in there and fucking, I was watching the Latin Beast channel.
Okay.
The homies came out from Bowling Movement. That was actually one of the first. I give them that shit all the time. Those are the homies. I was watching that shit. And I was just doing music already in there. So when I got out, I just knew I was like, I'm gonna take off. I just, and I just stood on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's basically how I went.
So when you were locked up, you were already writing and everything?
Yeah. When I got out, I was working with one of the homies from Bowling Movement. That's the first person I worked with. And then he got busted, and I just started working with different people, and it just took off. Like, I was just on it like a job, just like I was committed to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Doing videos, knocking out a gang of words, just pushing shit out.
Right.
And then during that time, me and Swift linked, but we were just back and forth like here and there, but nothing like how it is now and shit.
Yeah. What do you think was the turning point, man, that made you like really take this craft serious?
The streams and shit. Just like, I started shitting a little money and shit back. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it not just for that though, but it just motivated me a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Right. And seeing that, like my shit is getting listened to, and I was like, fuck, I gotta put more shit out. So really, the fans and shit, honestly, I give it to them, because if nobody supported or listened to it, I wouldn't keep going. There would be no reason for it. Not like that, but I wouldn't be putting shit out publicly. I would just probably drop shit for myself. Shit like that. So
for the fans that may not know, when you got out of prison, were these your first releases ever?
Yeah, they were. No. I have old shit. I got old shit, but not released like that, like on platforms or licensed, nothing like that.
Okay.
So this is like my first shit, like publicly, like that. Yeah.
Do you remember what your first single was that you dropped?
Honestly, no, I don't.
Okay. Now, when you dropped it, what was the response that you were getting back from the people? Like,
shit.
Were they feeling it?
Nope.
It
took me a while. I think it took me a while after doing music. Like when I first got out, it took after about a year for me to find myself, like my style that I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think that's when it got noticed and shit. Like,
Okay, that makes sense, because there's a lot of rappers that still try to find not only their sound, but also their voice, like what fits them.
Yeah.
And then when they find it, then they go full steam ahead, and then they release it.
Exactly.
So after a year, when you released, your music, when you felt like, okay, this is me now, what was the response that you were getting?
Good. I was getting a lot of love and shit. It's always been a lot of love and shit. That's what like kind of made me do albums back to back and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I did like four back to back in like a year, and then now I'm putting this one out at the beginning of this year.
Okay. So you had 4 albums out.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 of them albums, like one's an EP. Actually 2. I got 2 EPs, 3 albums. That's what it was.
And that's a lot of
4.
music.
I'm sorry. Actually, it was 4. 4 albums, and then 2 EPs, and then now this one. So now 5.
Okay. And that's a lot of music for 1 year.
Yeah. If you think about it, yeah.
What made you do that, to release, And the reason why I ask is because, again, we're not living in the 80s and 90s. So the way I think, I still think that way to a certain extent. We would release a single, and then the album would drop. And we would literally work and promote that album for an entire year. And then we would release one more single. We would release 3 singles off of an album. That's how usually an album worked.
Okay.
And the following year, we had already started working on the next one. But we literally would, if you will, space it out, single, after a few more months, then the album, and then release another single in 1 year. Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, and in 1 year, I actually had 3 songs on the radio.
Nice.
In 1 year. So when you tell me you released 3 albums in 1 year,
yeah.
So it makes me wonder what encouraged you or motivated to do that?
Just honestly, the love for it. Honestly, it wasn't even like the money at that point. I was just like addicted. It was like a drug. I just like had to be in the studio.
Yeah.
And then that's honestly how it really was. I was just on it.
Okay.
Like I said, I've always done music like since like a kid. So I've always like had that love for it. So when I just got in, I just had that time where I just was like going straight. Of course
right.
I took like a little break recently and shit for a little bit, but shit, it was just like I was on it for a while. Like you just go through those little waves and shit of time. You just want to be on it. Yeah. So.
Okay, and obviously, like you said, it was like a drug. You really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
You would get into like that.
Just being in the studio and shit, like, just the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what producers were you working with when you got out, or a lot of people say they download beats. A lot of people say they lease beats, they buy beats, or were you working with a producer and he was making beats specifically for you?
No, not at that time. Not like now. Now I got like a couple different producers that just make beats for me all day. But at that time, I was taking YouTube beats, and then after about a year, that's when I got a couple of like beats. I started taking it more serious and shit, grabbing exclusives. I started working with Ace a lot. Okay. We developed a relationship. We're both on that side, so he was my producer for a little bit, like one of them. But yeah.
Okay, and like when you began to release these records, was the response actually pretty good? Were you getting mixed, if you will, mixed reviews, or were people saying, "I'm really digging your shit"?
Yeah, I was getting a lot of love and shit.
That's good.
So it helped and shit. Yeah.
That'll work. And are these albums still available where people can listen to them?
Yep. Okay. Yep. They're on all platforms. Yep, they're out there.
Do you remember the titles of the albums?
Yep, it's the first one, Side Effects. War Stories Volume 1, War Stories Volume 2. The last one I put out was Year of the West. Okay. And then I got another EP, Trap Babies, by DJ Flip. We did that together.
Okay, that one's not out yet.
That one's out. The one that's not out is Trap Babies 2.
Okay, that's what we'll eventually get into. But you said Side Effects. Why Side Effects? Why did you name that album Side Effects?
From drugs. I went through, I went through my little time and shit on different drugs, smoking PCP, different shit like that. Like, it was just basically on some street shit. The album was totally different than all the other albums I did. It's straight raw West Coast gangster shit. Like, it's just, that's really like me, you know what I'm saying, on that album. But, I just kind of, like I said, I transitioned to the type of music that I just seen, going. I just, just transition as time went and shit.
Okay, then you had a War Stories 1, War Stories 2. Why War Stories?
Just like it's all my stories and shit, street shit. Like, it's a lot of real shit in there. Like, it's basically like my autobiographies in like 2 CDs.
Okay,
some shit like
you
that.
pretty much just share what you saw, what you went through.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Like every song is, yeah.
That'll work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and then we're going to come right back, and then I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about Chicano rap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody, once again, make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Doughboy's in the motherfucking building. We'll be back 10 minutes. I'm going to start drinking.
Hey, Tony, drop that. What, please?
I bet.
My name is the Crops, the C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D, the poet high C. Tony A, the wizard, just as cool as a visit. Picking out his tongue, stabbing pussy like a lizard. Ooh, so sorry, homie, I didn't mean to say that. Steve is in the house. Come on, won't you play that funky dope beat? You know you gotta throw me some Stanley ass crop coming straight from the Roadium.
You are now about to witness
Tony A.
Get funky. Tell her where you from.
You don't think I'm living, well, fuck you. Coolin' on a Saturday night in L.A. Yo, feeling kinda fancy. Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. What the hell are you looking for? Can a young man make money anymore? Where my dues are like freaking on the floor? Or is it my job to make sure I'm poor? Disruption, disorderable, nourish, not justify. Those that live at the FBI, look at mama's baby.
Yo, this is how I see it. Tony A chilling at the Roadium with my homeboy Steve. Be on the lookout for our new 12-inch. The shit is dope. Yo, I like to say what's up to my homeboy Dre, my homeboy Prince of Jazz, and the girls with the big ol' ass. So Trip, I'm about to bust one more time to let y'all niggas know just what's on my mind.
In the morning, police at my door. Fresh to be this week across my bathroom floor. Out my back window, I make my escape. Didn't even get a chance to grab my old school tape. Mad with no music, but happy cause free. And the street to a player is the place to be. Got a knot in my pocket weighing at least a gram.
Yo, right about now, Dr. Dre is in effect. Cold tearing shit up with my man Steve at the Rhodium swap meet. And we here to lay it on the line. To all them sucker niggas out there claiming our tapes and shit, we just got one thing to say.
Look at you boy, your ass is mine. Look at you boy, your ass is mine. Look at you boy, your ass is mine.
Yeah! Now my name is Dr. Dre. 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 Wick to a party in West LA. Wanna learn a new dance, that's what you say. Well, here's a new dance that can't be matched. So just step to the floor and do the cabin.
Here it come, here it come, here it kitty come, come. Here it come, here it come, here it kitty come, come.
Get it, Dre.
Just do 1 2 1 2. Right about now, Easy E and Dr. Dre's in the motherfucking house.
Times are getting crazy, it's really hard to choose it. The Roadium's a spot to get funky, fresh music. Easy motherfucking E and my homeboy Dr. Dre. MC Ren is in effect, and you know we don't play. The Roadium is hitting, but you know you can't leave until you get a deaf ass tape from Steve. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape.
Yeah, man, I came all the way down to the Roadium swap meet, man, to pick up one of them N.W.A tapes, man. And I talked to homeboy Steve down there, man, and he said I'm fresh out of tapes, man. How the fuck you fresh out of tapes, man? He said cause they selling like hotcakes and shit, man.
That's my man going down.
Hey, Mom, what's for dinner?
A Rhodium mixtape to me was something that was made just for the Rhodium. You wouldn't hear it anywhere else. And they would do raps on those tapes that were nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And they were truly the first mixtapes that we ever heard, you know? And they would shout the Rhodium out, and you could kind of tell it was like someone's garage, maybe. The little echo, you know what I mean? It wasn't completely perfect and polished yet, but that was the beauty of it, that it was so raw that we could feel that shit. And I would just play them shits and draw. That was my inspiration, my motivation to draw. So I always had to have some type of music, you know? If it wasn't the Dynamic Superiors or the Temporaries or some funk playing, it was, you know, second to none. It was quick. It was the Penthouse Players, you know, High C. And Tony G was at that time was like a god too. You know what I'm saying? he was out there DJing Latin freestyle parties, and all the girls had their hairspray like a lion and shit, and hickeys on their neck, and man, pushing strollers, and we'd be like, ooh, look at these parties at La Casa and shit, you know what I'm saying, in downtown, and mini trucks and beds were folded in the air like transformers and shit in the boulevard, coming up and changing and flipping, and subwoofers beating before the person even hit the corner. You get goosebumps, like, damn, and Elko would bend the corner on Dayton's, and you were like, ooh, that fool's strapped right there. That fool gotta be strapped. Motherfucker had candy ribbons, little Willie ribbons from Compton on the side of his shit. Jerry curl dripping all over his shit. Bent over to the side, bumping that fucking Roadium shit. And he had a tape that only came from right there. And if you didn't know about that place, or you didn't live in that area, you didn't have that shit. So that's kind of one up that the harbor area had on a lot of other people. Compton was next door, but that harbor area was ended in Gardena. You know what I'm saying? So, man, those were great times, man.
A Rhodium mixtape is like a kilo of cocaine. It's like a kilo of Amigo powder. You get that shit, you cut that motherfucker open, and you put it in your motherfucking CD player, and you start listening, and you be like, that's dope, shit, this is dope. How you do that? But really, a Rhodium mixtape, bro, if you haven't experienced it, and you was in hip-hop back then, I don't know what the hell you was doing. You done fucked up. A Rhodium mixtape is like, it's a kilo of cocaine. Music-wise, I'm saying, motherfucker.
Man, that's a little tough, but I'll tell you what, it was the best thing ever for me, man. It was just kind of like something you never heard about. And especially West Coast was not getting that shine at the time, you know? So you would go to this place and they would make a custom tape, like, you know? And not knowing what it was just the sound that came out of those tapes that, if I'm correct, you'd have to, like, I would be feeling for those things if it was monthly, if not sometimes bi-monthly, but a tape, it was just a mixture of the latest songs all mixed together. But the intro had like this crazy mix that I at the time I believed that it was like 4 turntables at the same time, but I was like, how the hell are they doing this? Like, was it Superman behind the turntables or something like that? But a mixtape was a real mixtape. It was actually a cassette too, you know, just for the record.
And welcome back, everyone, to Rhodium Radio episode, I almost said 158, but it's 182. So episode 182, and I got my Carnalismo mug out with my michelada. So if anybody wants to send me some michelada mix, make sure you hit me up on the DM, Rhodium Radio, and I will drink it live for you, and I will enjoy it, and I will tell you how it is. Other than that, Doughboy Tony. I said Doughboy Tony, huh?
Yeah.
Much love, Doughboy Tony. Doughboy is in the house. You know what? I did that one other time with one of the artists because their names are somewhat similar.
Yeah.
So I apologize, bro. I apologize.
No. Hands on.
So now let me ask you this. As far as Chicano rap is concerned, do people consider you Chicano rap?
Yep.
Yeah. Now, do you consider yourself Chicano rap?
Yep.
Okay.
Like newer age, yeah, but I kind of like I transition. I do both. Like I do 2 different styles, like Chicano rap, but like trap. So I don't consider like the trap style I do like Chicano. But then again, it's still the same shit. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
It's on some newer shit, like, you know what I'm saying, something a little different.
Now, would you consider Swifty Blue Chicano rap?
Yep. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's a tricky one. Take your time. Okay, go ahead and take a drink, because I like to ask everyone this, and I want you to give me your best answer.
Okay.
What is Chicano rap?
Chicano rap, I think it's more like Mexican-based culture, like sounding type music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you could clearly know like Chicano rap. That's why I say I'm like transition. I do 2 different styles, because when I do trap, it does not sound Chicano. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's gonna be, honestly, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like some hip hop and like Chicano put together. That's how I put it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some, I don't know. That's how I see it. Like, it's like 2 different styles put into one. Because I mean, Hispanic's still doing it, but it might be the way you say things. You know, so it sounds different from like the old school original like Chicano sound, like which are also going to be like old school like vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Homes, vatos, like people don't use those words really no more. Our age, so it's a different sound because the lingo's different. That makes it different already.
Okay, are you a fan of Chicano rap?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, now if I were to ask you to give me maybe your best 5 Chicano rap artists, do you have any?
I got a couple different Chicano artists that I like from my hometown, like Black. Well, not my hometown, my area, like Lil Blackie.
Okay.
I like King Lil G. Like a lot of older shit, like a lot of older gangster shit from like back in the day, like Toker shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some even brown side shit. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, Little Black. I've had him here. Actually, I've had him here twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So much love, much respect to
Yeah,
Little
much
Blackie.
love.
Yeah, man. And now I know what you're saying, that Chicano rap has evolved.
Yeah, definitely.
And now the answer that you gave when you said our culture, that is probably the closest to the best answer that I've ever heard. Because I asked an individual here named Rich G, what is Chicano rap? And he said, it's our culture. And you pretty much almost confirmed it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Of course, other people have given me different answers,
Yeah.
But that was a good answer. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think, as far as Chicano rap is concerned, the gangster, because there's people that would say Chicano rap is sureño rap. Others would say Chicano rap is just street rap. It could possibly be the same thing, but other people have said, no, Chicano rap stopped existing since 1990s with the Frost, the Proper Those, the Lighter Shade of Browns, the Tokers. That was Chicano rap. This is something new. I've just heard different, different answers, if you will.
I mean, I think that there's still that new generation of like that older style Chicano rap still, like Mr. Criminal, Capone, all them. I mean that represents still that older version of Chicano rap. I'll just say version because it ain't a culture. It's all the same.
Okay.
It's just we're doing it 2 different ways,
Okay.
Like I said, the lingo has a lot to do with it. So, yeah.
Now, this next question, I like to set it up this way. I'm going to ask you something and give me the first person that comes to your mind. Okay. If I say basketball, what's the first person that comes to your mind?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Okay,
Yeah.
So now you kind of see where I'm going.
Yeah.
If I say, again, to the best of your ability, I say golf.
I forgot his fucking name, honestly. Like I said, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Now, give me the best name if I say baseball.
Baseball, Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, Ken Griffey Jr. Football.
Shit, I don't know. OJ, just because he had a case.
Okay.
He comes to mind.
Okay. So now, I'm going to give you this one. Give me the first name that pops into your mind. Chicano rap.
Chicano rap. Oh, shit. There's a lot of them.
What was the first one? You got to give me the first one.
I like Brownside.
Okay. Brownside.
For me, yeah, that's why I'd say,
Now, people would say this, because I've asked fans this, because I'm doing a Chicano rap documentary.
Okay.
When I ask people that question, like, who do you think is the face of Chicano rap? And I always set it up with that question, like, who's the first person that comes to your mind when I say Chicano rap? People said this, Frost. People have said King Little G. People have said Conejo. People have said Toker, Brownside. Others have said Proper Dos and Little Rob. Those are like the 6 popular, most popular answers.
Yeah, they are.
And you actually said one of them. Not one person outside of King Little G said anybody, that's recent or new,
Yeah.
And it always tripped me out. Like I wonder why,
Yeah, that is a trip. Damn, I don't know. I mean, I think, like I said, it just goes back to the transition of like, people probably don't consider it no more. That a lot of people don't, ain't gonna consider it like falling under Chicano rap, maybe,
Yeah.
something like that, maybe, or some shit. I don't know. Everybody got different opinions. There's so many politics within it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now let me ask you this: is there any Chicano rap on the radio today?
I don't listen to the radio. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio. I haven't listened to radio in fucking years. It seems like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? And that was a question that I asked my young Blaccs. I asked him, does he listen to the radio? And he said, every once in a while. But 90% of my guests have all said no. They don't listen to radio no more.
Yeah, that's true.
So think about this. If you don't listen to radio, what do you think radio will be in 10 years?
Shit, it might go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Shit.
Think
It's
about
going to
it.
be all internet services and some other shit.
You know, and like when you said you hardly ever watch TV, there's thousands of people out there like you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
that
we're
shit's dying too.
Yes.
And I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've known people that just live off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Because they're in control. You can watch anything you want whenever you want.
You got to be on the kids with that shit.
Yes. And at the same time, you can post whatever you want whenever you want. We want to be in control. And I think for years, radio has been in control and picking and choosing who's on there.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, one of my guests that I interviewed, I asked him, is Chicano rap on the radio? And he said, no. So I asked him, why? If we buy everything, if we are, let's just, again, in California, we are hip-hop's economy.
Yeah.
Why aren't we?
That's a trip. Shit, you know, that's a good fucking question. I've always seen the same shit too. Yeah, it's just kept to itself. I guess that's a trip, you know.
Now, I was talking to a buddy of mine about 3 days ago, and I asked him, who is the hottest Chicano rapper out there? And this guy's been in the business a long time, so he's not an idiot. Like, you know, he still works in record companies, with record companies. And he said the hottest is probably King Little G. That's what he said.
That's what I would have said too. That's crazy.
He said when it comes to females, he said Snow the Product.
Snow the Product.
So I asked him this: why aren't they on the radio? And
wow,
he said,
that's a trip.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's pretty deep too. I mean, like, damn, that's a trip. They know once that door opens, it's gonna be so many more people, and that whole old waves is gonna get pushed right out the door.
You know, and the thing is, I'm not saying that they're not on the radio, possibly in Texas or in Colorado or in, you know, but I'm talking about here in LA.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a trip. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's fucked up.
It almost seems like we're kept on the outskirts.
Yeah.
You know, of that. So
yeah, our race is definitely a threat for sure. You know, taking over that business.
Absolutely. I want to go over something that you sent me earlier. Okay, Doughboy, and now you sent me 2-track names. I Don't Give a Fuck and Poppin'.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about I Don't Give a Fuck. What is that song about? It's pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah, definitely.
But just elaborate a little bit for the fans that are watching.
It was just some street gang shit, some hometown shit you do with your homies, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody got that, you know, in them, you know what I'm saying? So that was just one just straight for the team, basically, yeah.
Okay. And that one's out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Been out for like a year, yeah.
Okay. And Poppin'. Obviously, we're not talking about pop blocking.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't even like, so basically that was just another one right after I did that hit too, Poppin', yup. It's kind of like a different vibe, but yeah, it's more like the newer wave shit, but it went. Yep.
It went.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Have you heard your stuff at all in the club yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, a few times, yeah.
How does that shit sound, man?
It's cool, man.
It feels good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah, dope.
Imagine if things were the way they used to be. You get in your car, you're cruising, and then all of a sudden, yo, this is the new one by Doughboy.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
That's a fucking, dude, I've had that feeling, bro. It's an amazing feeling.
That's a trip.
And I'm hoping that, you know, newer artists like yourself and other artists get to experience that one day, man.
Yeah.
You know,
that's if the radios don't die. Like you said, nobody's listening to this shit no more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's more YouTube. It seems like more streamed.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. I mean, I'm still waiting to see what's going to be bigger than YouTube, if anything.
Yeah, there could be. Yeah, that's a trip.
Because YouTube just keeps adding to their platform.
They got a clutch on things, I think. No lie.
Yeah. So now let's talk about your new EP that's on the way, Trap Babies 2. First, let's talk about why did you name it Trap Babies?
Everybody I put on is like a different street persona, just like me, but in a different town. I got a bunch of artists on it, like True Car, Frosty the Snowman, Ralphie the Plug. I kind of reached out different ways on that one. Say So the Mac. North Star, just different LA artists that are out here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
okay.
It was different. It's a way different sound. You know, so
okay.
Yeah, people could expect to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different.
And when can we expect that to drop? Do you have a date yet?
I do not have a date yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not have a date, but it's done already. It's just really just me holding off on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, and is it? Can people expect it 2021 this year?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, 2021 is coming. Yeah.
I'm trying to find that guy's page, man. If you're watching the interview, DM me right now because I at least want to give him his little, because he did push to get you on here as well.
That's
so
dope. Whoever it is, much love, shit.
Okay, let me see.
Highly appreciate it.
Yeah. So, if you know what, I'm trying to find your page, big dog, and you know what, so forgive me. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Swifty Blue just walked into the building. What up? What up? We just finished grubbing on some Pronto Pizza. I guess they changed their name to.
My nigga, my brother.
So now, when this EP is released, how many tracks is it going to have on there?
There's 9.
9 tracks.
Yeah, it's 9.
Okay, and you already mentioned some of the artists that were on there.
Yeah.
What producers are you working with, or will you work with on this EP?
On this one, it's different. It's a producer from my city. He's a younger cat, a Raza. Shout out to the little homie. Yeah, he basically produced like almost the whole album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, when you look for producers, do you try to keep it in-house, or do you accept tracks from?
Yeah, he's actually the first artist I've even worked with, period, from my city.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like organic, like our little, section right there.
Okay, and he produced pretty much all of it?
Yeah.
Okay, and dumb question, but were you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Hell yeah.
No shit?
Yeah, I'm happy with it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Always have the mindset, and I'm sure you do, but I always like to encourage a lot of artists. Make sure that your next single is better than the last one. Your next single is better than this one. This album is better than the last one.
Yeah.
Because you never ever want to lose fans. If anything, you want to gain fans and gain a new audience.
Yeah, definitely.
And I always tell artists as well, don't think about impressing the neighborhood and the homies. Think the international market. Think Europe, think Japan,
hell yeah.
Canada, Australia. Because
I ain't gonna lie, who gave me that reminds me of Swift. That's the shit that he be on, like that. That's that corporate mind. Yeah,
yes.
It's different. Yeah, that's real shit.
It's real. Because I'll tell you what, when I produced my first album, and it did very well. We sold 500,000 copies. I got a gold record.
Nice.
And it's come out 1992 in December. It'll be 30 years that it's been out.
Wow.
Okay. Now, when I did it, I was one track mind because I had never gone anywhere. I did it because I thought my homies would like it. When I traveled like to Philadelphia, Wisconsin, Detroit back then, being a 22-year-old kid, I saw like there's more to just my neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to think differently.
Yeah, there's a lot more to life. Oh yeah, I agree with you, man. Shit, that's my plan to travel, touch different parts of the world and shit, man. I'm definitely on that. The entrepreneur state of mind and shit, just like that. That's dope. You got to live that shit.
Yeah, man. And you know what? When you go out and meet different people, you start rubbing elbows with other artists, and many times I just wanted to come home and just work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get in the lab.
You love it, huh?
Of course, dude. Even me being at my age, bro, I still love it, bro.
Hell yeah.
It took one rapper to bring me out of retirement.
I'm gonna be just like you. Who was it?
Mr. D, my boy.
Mr. D.
Yeah, we just released his video maybe about I don't know. I don't even know if it's even a month ago.
Oh shit.
But we just released it. We're about to have his first meet and greet.
That's what's up.
And
shout out Mr. D.
Yeah, I think sky's the limit for this guy.
Hell yeah.
I had to take somebody like him to bring me out. Now, hopefully in about a month, I'll have my brand new drum machine, the S2400. It's like the new SP1200. For those of you guys that know drum machines. And I told Swift that I wanted to do a track with him.
That's dope.
Because I see something in him that I want to bring out. That I don't think, this is just me.
Everybody sees that, I think,
yeah,
no lie.
That I don't think nobody has brought out of him, and I want to bring it out of him. So when they hear him on my shit.
I'm going to be looking forward to that. I'm going to be waiting for that one. Shit.
So yeah.
That's gonna be...
Yeah, I got some artists that I want to work with. I've been getting hit up a lot of to produce tracks, but I'm like, no, I want to finish up this album first, and then we'll go from there.
Hell yeah.
So, if I'm going to ask you this question that I asked Young Blaccs this question. you know, if you had 3 artists that you can work with and you could do a song with each one of them, doesn't matter if they're, you know, alive or deceased.
Okay.
Give me 3 artists that you would do.
It'd be Pac, Big, and Nas. Pac, Big, and Nas, yeah. Pac, Big, and Nas, yeah.
Wow. Now I'm going to ask you this. Why not somebody from this generation?
Honestly, I didn't, shit, I still listen to like older generation rap. Like, I don't know. I think it's our state of mind. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's different, bro. It's like I told you, it's just the transition has been crazy. Like within the last 5 years, I think it's happened. You know, like maybe even like 10. I don't know, but it's just more now. Shit, I don't really listen to nobody, you know, besides fucking like Swift. Really, I listen to a lot of Swift shit and really like still like a lot of old gangster rap and shit. Like, but nothing really too much of this shit. I listen to a lot of my own shit.
Okay. Here's another question that I like to ask all my guests. Biggie's double CD album, Life After Death.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tupac's All Eyes on Me, double CD. Which one would you pick?
Ooh, All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me. What is it about Pac, man, that intrigues you?
Shit, I don't know. I think it's just that he got that. It's that he just represents every motherfucker from the streets. It's how everybody feels. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The way he raps, everybody can like relate to that. Like, oh, that's me. Right. Every fucking person seems like. So yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
I love Pac, man. He's deep.
Now Nas, what is it about Nas?
Nas is like an East Coast Pac. He's just a little more poetic. I just see he ain't as rowdy and more. I don't see him like as aggressive as Pac, but he's hard too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know why I think about Belly when I think about Nas right now.
That was a cool movie. That was a cool movie.
Yeah, but nah, he's hard. I like him. He's just on the lyricist point of view. Like, it's just a different type of rap, you know?
Now, here's one thing that a lot of people say, because I'm not a rapper. Okay, I'm not a rapper. So I'm going to ask you this, you being a rapper. A lot of people said that Nas is downfall, if he has one, because obviously he's paid, and he's proven who he is through his lyrics. Exactly. People have said that he's had bad choices when it comes to beats. Have you heard that rumor? Like he chooses whack beats.
Yeah, like a lot of his mainstream shit is like garbage. But he got like just hard ass songs like within his older albums and shit. But yeah, I see what other people see. Like I don't really listen too much of his mainstream shit either.
Yeah.
I don't like those beats. You know, it's different. We like that more different sound over here. So it's definitely different. But
you a Jay-Z fan?
Yeah, I like Jay-Z's first album, The Reasonable Doubt. Like back when it was like, you know, it's just
right.
You know, it's way different. It ain't all mainstream how it is now. Like I liked that album.
Okay. Now let me go back just a little bit further. Were you ever a Rakim fan?
Nah, I don't. I didn't. Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I never listened to him. I've never heard him. Still, I just know of him. Like I know who he is. You know, but I still never really listened to his shit like that. Yeah.
Most East Coast cats would call him God.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
no. Yeah, a lot of.
So, and of course they mean that not in a literal sense, but in a lyrical sense.
Yeah, in a lyrical sense. Yeah,
you know, but I always ask people about, you know, people that are into, you know, lyrics, if they would choose Rakim over a Nas, and it's always a Rakim.
Oh, Rakim,
yeah. So, what about old boy that just passed away? Rest in peace, Biz Markie. Were you ever a fan of him?
No. Honestly, I think it's a little bit more older generation than me.
Okay.
So I never really listened to it. Like I said, my dad listened to rock and shit in the house. So he was like on fucking, you know what I'm saying, Van Halen, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was on some other shit, my dad. So,
you know, it's funny. Sometimes when I play like Van Halen or I play like AC/DC or Motley Crue, I always tell my son, this was stripper music back then.
No shit.
And he was like, are you serious? And I go, yeah, this was stripper music back then. He was like, for real? And I was like, mijo, there was no twerking back then. You know, white girls couldn't twerk.
Yeah.
You know, they just moved their hips from side to side and swing on the pole. Today we got ass cheeks clapping for days.
They clapping.
I mean, you got everybody trying to twerk.
So I can imagine like how your grandparents would think, or they're probably turning like, what the fuck's going on now?
Yeah, I mean, now you're like,
no, for like our older, you know, generation, like my fuck guy, like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
I mean, I remember the first time I ever went to a strip club. Saw this girl wrap her leg around the pole, and then she was swinging down. She got up, she started doing like ballerina shit.
Yeah.
But she was, you know, butthole naked. But, you know, we were like, oh, wow, she's dope. But today, bro, I got my strip club lesson when I went to Atlanta in 1992 and I saw twerking for the first time.
I can imagine in Atlanta, hell yeah.
Yeah, Magic City. Anybody knows Magic City knows Magic City. I went there and I saw girls like it was a noise. I like, what the fuck? It's like getting two records and slapping them together.
Yeah, that's guys.
Oh yeah, bro. So
that's a trip.
If you guys can do that's skill. I mean, there's some of these strippers that got that shit down to a science.
Yeah.
You know,
they're cashing in, man. They're it's crazy. Their little world. They're fucking shit.
Twerking's in.
Man, that's a trip. Yeah.
Now, is your music twerk music? Can girls dance to it?
I don't think all of it. I mean, some of it is, yeah. Not all of it. That's a funny ass question, but yeah, when I think about it, some of it is. I can see it being played in there, yeah. You know, females they'll twerk to anything.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very, very
They'll
true.
go slow motion with a slow song.
Slow motion for me.
That's funny.
All good, man. Okay, look, anything I didn't ask you, anything you want to promote, anything you want to share, anything you want to push, right now is the time. You know, anything, man. You know, anything you want to let the fans know. Okay, let me ask you, do you have a website?
I don't.
Okay. Work on the website so eventually when you get your merch and you slang it, go straight to there.
Okay.
Or go straight to your PayPal.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, work on the on that. Your music obviously is on Spotify and all major platforms.
Yeah.
Okay, and then your videos are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if people want to get a hold of you, your Instagram has been up, and it'll be up also on the description when the video is posted. Is that the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, definitely. If you want to get at me, hit the DM.
Okay. Sure. Now, let's back up a little bit before we give your shout outs, okay? Do you remember when you got out of jail and you did your first show?
Yeah. The homie from Underground Hip Hop Blog got me. The homie Vic. Shout out to the homie from Underground Hip Hop Blog.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Dumb question, but I have to ask. Were you nervous?
Nah, I don't think I was, nah. It's kind of like natural weird, honestly, with me, bro. I mean, I'm a people person, so nah, I don't really get like that.
Okay. What's the biggest crowd so far you've performed in front of?
I've opened up for a couple big artists, like at the Orange Show. Pretty big crowds. I don't know how many people they are.
Okay.
But smaller stadiums like the Orange Show, Atlanta, shit like that.
Okay. And are you open for bookings if somebody wants to book you?
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
Okay, that'll work, man. Other than that, like I said, man, the floor is yours. Anything you want to push, anything you want to promote. I know the EP's dropping sometime this year.
Yeah, Trap Babies too, yeah.
Trap Babies too, be looking out for that. Any more visuals? Can we expect some more visuals out for that?
I try to drop at least a visual once a week or maybe twice a week on my channel. I'm trying to keep it going,
Okay.
So yeah, people could definitely expect to watch. Keep up with my channel. I'm gonna be dropping shit on there weekly.
Okay, and your channel, we're talking about your YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is your YouTube name so they can look you up?
Doeboi 909, Doeboi 909.
Okay, 909. Okay, dope. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys follow and leave a comment. You know what? Sometimes people like to press dislike on purpose. That usually tells me that it was dope, so they wanted to piss you off.
Yeah.
So now, man, if you want to give any shout outs, anything, man.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for having me. It's highly appreciated. Shout out to the fans, man. Everybody supporting. It's all love. It's highly appreciated. Real shit. Shout out to the fam, Grimy Records, Glock Stars, all the homies, the Dino, everybody in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
All good, man. Well, thank you, man, for coming through and giving me the honor and the pleasure to interview you.
Thank you.
I wish you nothing but the best. Whenever you drop something, let us know, man, and we'll help you promote it here.
Most definitely. Appreciate that.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to give my shout-outs. I'll make this kind of quick because I'm hungry as hell, and I want to go inside and eat. Other than that, let me give a shout-out to my boy, Alex Cervantes Enterprise, for helping me run this shit. If you got a hoopty, once again, hit him up. 8 what on Instagram? Cervantes Enterprise, look him up, hit him up, tell him 28 sent you, promo code Rhodium Radio, he'll give you a free oil change. I'm just kidding. And then my son B. Scallons for helping me promote this. Anthony the Hip Hop Jedi. And I also want to give a shout out because you know what, that little mistake, Doughboy Tony, much love, much respect. But tonight was Doughboy in the building. Other than that, Freaky Tales Friday with another special guest, and then I'll be back Sunday with somebody who's been here before, but you guys have highly requested him, so I brought him back specifically for you guys. So make sure you guys tune in. Other than that, we out of here, and salute.